Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here at 94 Feet Podcast. I'm here with my brother Dre.
What's good, everybody? Glad to be back in the building for our 90th episode. Let's go.
Are you really keeping track of that?
I am.
All right. I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good, good people? It's good to be in the building
It is. How y'all
with
people
my
doing?
unfortunate friends.
I think he's talking about Donald over here, but you
That
know,
was uncalled for.
but you started the episode calling me Donald,
I don't
and that's
know if
going to be on
Hold
the.
on, don't
Yes,
stop.
it was.
I don't know if you was calling him Donald
He was.
Trump.
Yes, that's
or
exactly what he was
Donald
doing.
Duck.
He was
Here's
called.
the thing. Number
Which one?
It was Donald Trump.
It was Trump.
That's number one.
Goofy butts, and you know how offensive that makes me.
Hold on, that's number two. That's number one. Number two, I don't think they heard it.
Oh, they heard it.
No, I think you heard it.
No,
You
they
were
heard
so
it because you know
conscious.
what? This is how you know they pick up the sound.
Mhm.
As soon as the music stopped, you were saying Donald.
Mhm.
Unless Tone edits it out, you're going to hear your voice
Well, we know that's
say
not gonna
Donald.
happen. Anyways,
Yo, it's all good, man. I'm happy, man. I'm excited to be here in the building,
I'm
man.
happy to be here too.
The week before Thanksgiving, man.
It's 2 weeks, man. Dang.
Well, I have a vacation next week, so I think I'm just geeked not
All
to.
right.
Did we
relax.
pass 90?
What?
No, this is 90. This is don't cut me
I
off
think we
because
passed
I'm
90.
excited. It's because you over there working like a
Like I'm supposed to be. Thank you. I appreciate it.
barely. But no, I'm just excited because
What
I'm
I
off
do in the
work.
office is regardless.
I'm off work.
I'm
next
in the
week,
office.
and I'm just excited.
All next week?
All next week. I'm gonna go back into Tuesday the 28th. So got a trip this weekend. So I'll be out of town and
I get it. You thugging with your rounds. Could you
be able to come back and not have to go right back into the place.
That's a long time to be off.
I know. Thank
I hope
God.
you sneeze and trip in your bed.
I hope you get assigned to prison on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Why wouldn't I?
Time out.
Why wouldn't I?
You said assigned to prison.
I'm not getting
He
assigned.
said trip and fall. It's too.
Oh, so his is okay, but mine
He
is not.
said trip and fall. You said I hope you go to jail.
I said I hope you get assigned to
Oh,
prison.
it's all.
See, man.
Hey,
See?
I heard
you
prison.
why you put my business out here?
Shut up.
Anyways, see,
You do.
now you're gonna be all over your
No.
all episodes. You're gonna be all over you.
We talked about that before. Relax. On this podcast.
Can we?
No, we didn't.
Can we?
Yes,
just,
we did.
Do you mind if we move
We
forward?
did not.
Do you mind if
We
move
did.
forward?
Because we all were making comparisons with Kyrie Irving's situation, man. Come on,
Listen,
man.
we'll
I'm not
talk
gonna
about
do
it
this with
later.
y'all.
I'm not going to do this with
I'm
you
not
today.
going to do this with y'all.
I'm not doing this with you today.
It's
What you
about
mean,
Thanksgiving
y'all? I
break.
didn't do nothing.
You started this calling saying down. 94 Feet Nation, this is what we do.
This is our last episode before. No, it's not our last episode before
No,
Thanksgiving.
we'll be
Wait, we're
recording next
recording
week
next
before Thanksgiving.
We record next week?
Thanksgiving is 2 weeks. I know you got a vacation, but we still have to come into the studio next week.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So you got to work next week then.
No. No, so this week I head to Chicago Friday. I'll be at Chicago Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Come back.
Okay.
Come back Sunday.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're recording
Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to cut me off.
You started them up. You did it.
There are no children here.
Listen, it's not
You
about
did.
that.
What is it about?
What?
I'll talk
we
to you
just-
about it later.
Can we just move on?
Just move on.
Thank you.
Fine.
Uh,
Moving on.
let's start with the injury report.
I don't want to do it. No, I'm just kidding. The injury report.
See, the spirit of rebellion is in the building today.
Oh, please do not give him any more ammo to think he's in charge of us. You're using the
I don't think
rebellion.
I'm in charge. I just
Injury report. Brooklyn Nets. This is not true. He's actually back. Or did he get hurt again?
he got hurt again. He's
I'm
gonna be
glad I
out.
dropped him for my fantasy team.
He's gonna be out for 2 weeks.
Cam Thomas is out with an ankle injury for 2 weeks.
Hold on just a second. You dropped him from your fantasy team,
I did. He's been injured for 2 weeks.
but he get buckets.
When he plays, I need a big. He was one of my only 2 bigs.
That means your lineup stinks.
I did auto draft this year because I finished in the bottom 2 for the last
okay.
4 years. My lineup does not stink. by the
Cam
way.
who?
Can we? Cam
Thank
Thomas.
you, Kesey. Thank you,
Cam
Kesey.
Thomas.
Cam who?
Cam.
Really,
Thank you,
Kesey?
Yes.
Kesey.
Thank you,
Cam
Kesey.
Thomas.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Look at his
The Denver
averages.
Nuggets are without Jamal Murray. That's a big blow. To their offense. He's out with a right hamstring injury. He is out for the rest of November. The Lakers are without Jared Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt like the university.
Sure.
He's out with a heel for an unknown amount of time. AD, surprise, surprise. He is out with hip spasm, and he's listed day to day. They had the worst meme of him. People are so like, we do what we do, right? Because we're friends, we're like family, but people take this stuff so far.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They
Yes,
don't.
they do, man.
They
These
don't.
people are human beings. The Miami Heat, Tyler Hero, grade 2 ankle sprain, out for 2 weeks. I question that because he's already been out a week.
But them be the same people who catch a cold and need to take 3 days off from work.
Man, come on.
And if they got paid millions of dollars, people would have something to say.
The Milwaukee Bucks are without Dame Lillard. He is out with the calf injury day to day.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Crowder, a growing injury day to day. Why am I saying it like that?
I know.
Okay.
Just keep going.
The Pelicans are without McCollum, man. Prayers to that man. A collapsed right lung, man. That's tough. No timetable, but positive healing reports are out there. That's what's up. Jose Alvarado, ankle injury, out for 2 weeks. 76ers, man. Jeez. Kelly Oubre suffered a broken ribs and cuts after being hit while walking last night, and he is out a significant amount of time. The Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker is still out with the calf injury. The Portland Trail Blazers, Scott Henderson. I thought it was Scoot.
Scoot.
That says Scott.
Scoot.
That says Scott. Scoot is
It's
SCOOT. Yeah. Scoot Henderson.
But you know his name,
You
though.
said Ombre was walking?
that he was a pedestrian and he got
He was
hit
a
by a
pedestrian, got
car.
hit by a car.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he was walking. I don't know where he was walking to. They say he got hit by a car. I said that's
I see the Bucks players that live in 550 walking downtown all the time.
That's different though. I guess my thing is if you're walking, why are we talking about this? But if you're walking, I think it's like nighttime. I would think it's nighttime.
No, it could have been in the daytime. We don't know when it
That's
was.
true.
Okay. And Robert Williams is out for the rest of the season with a knee injury. And I'm not going to say this to say ha ha, but all those fans in Boston that was crying about Robert Williams getting traded, you dodged a bullet. And I'm not saying that to be like a jerk, but he's always known to be injury prone.
He does, like last year, I think he was out for majority of the year because he got hurt. I think it was knee issues. So that's probably one of the reasons why they traded him.
And just to add to this, because you brought it up, my fantasy team, Kyrie Irving,
What?
Tyrese Halliburton, Kawhi Leonard, Michael Porter Jr., Miles Turner, Aaron Gordon picked him up off the waiver wires, LaMelo Ball, Drew Holiday, Jalen Johnson, Clint Capella, and Tyler Hero, who's on my injured reserve. So I dropped your boy from Brooklyn, Cam Thomas, because he's been on the injury list since we started, and he was one of my only bigs. So I picked up Aaron Gordon as a result.
Cam, who?
Thank you, Keith.
Stop doing
Thank
that.
you, bro.
Because I can see if you do it for somebody.
And
that
I'm
we
winning
don't know.
6-5 right now. And in the league, this is our third week. I am in 6th place.
That's not
So your
good.
lineup is trash and you're in 6th place. Cool.
But the top 8 make the
Trash.
playoffs. What's your lineup?
Trash.
Hmm?
Trash.
Okay, well,
Trash.
when I win the pot at the end of the season, then let's
You
talk
better hope
about
you get your money back.
Such
No,
a
I mean-
hater, man.
Because you just said you was in the rears.
You just said
Because
it.
you lost the last 3 years.
Yeah, but that,
Hey, hope you get your money back.
I'm the commissioner of the league, man. I
Oh,
can't.
so you're okay.
I can't
I
be.
know what that. I know what that means. I
What
know
does that mean? What does that mean?
Hey, I'm just saying I know what that means. You wouldn't have said it if I didn't know. We know what that means. Anyways,
So you said Cam Thomas is one of your what?
he dropped.
I
him.
dropped him
Why?
because he was on the injured
I'm
list.
saying, what position you had him at?
He was a forward/center.
What?
Yeah, on
I
y'all.
had to think about it for a second. I've been sitting here contemplating this for a minute. He keeps saying big. Cam Thomas is a guard.
He's a shooting guard /
little
small
dude.
forward.
Hey, did I drop the right player?
Oh my
Oh
god.
gosh, Jinx.
That's why you.
He's a forward. Cam Johnson is a forward. What are you talking
You said
about?
forward big.
In fantasy basketball,
You said, that's Cameron Johnson.
Cameron Johnson is the same thing.
You said
Cam Thomas.
I said Cam. Oh.
fans.
Okay, that's a good one. I thought I said
This, we like, I know.
I'm sitting here thinking like, man, am I
no,
tripping?
no. So in the beginning, I read Cam Johnson. I didn't say Thomas
You did
because
say- you've been saying Thomas the whole time.
have I.
Yes.
That's why.
That's why I'm like, why did you drop him in a bucket?
That's why I
No.
keep saying
I
Cam
dropped
who?
Cam Johnson. I thought you were saying who, like your normal one would be like Maurice Williams or Mo Williams.
No, Cam Thomas is a walking bucket.
Okay.
Well, Cameron
You know
Johnson.
what, Kesey?
But I'm thinking in my head like, who?
Well,
Why would he keep saying he a big,
Cameron
but he's
Johnson
But
is
Cam
the
Thomas
player
just
I-
played.
Okay.
And what made me really think about it, he just played when the Bucks played him. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking in my head like,
I
am I missing
apologize.
something?
Okay.
I had
I
it.
thought that was weird too, but I was like, he
I had
tripping.
it in my mind because I just literally dropped him. So I'm
Okay.
looking like Cam Thomas, what? But Cam Johnson has been out. That's why.
Cameron Johnson,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, he's
he
been
has
out
it.
too. And yes, I dropped him. So
Oh,
that was
wow.
hilarious. You see that
Wow.
like that?
Wow.
I was puzzled.
No, because we all thinking different things.
We are. We
I'm-
are. We
and you
are.
keep saying it. Kesey like, who? I'm like, dude, why you keep doing that? Knowing he a bucket.
But he keeps saying a big, and I'm like,
That's what I say, Cam, because you know when you talk fantasy
I
sports,
know he a little stocky, but
well, you know when you talk fantasy sports, bigs are forwards and centers.
And you know what's funny? Because the thing about it is, it's Cam Thompson. Cameron Johnson is different, but I see how you shortened it up like Cam Johnson. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
And the whole time, so
Oh,
are
wow.
we sure I said Cam Thomas in the beginning? I don't think I did. I'm gonna have to go back and listen. I thought
Don't
I said
worry
please
about
go
it.
back and listen.
I
Don't
think I
worry
said
about it. I'll
Cam
post it.
Johnson.
Thomas.
As long as you post the one about the nosebleed
Anyway.
tickets, you can post that too. So you know what I'm saying? Since you want to post comments,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm
As long as you
posting.
post the ones about
Hey, I'm
standing
just
room only.
posting. Anyways.
Let's get to some basketball, man. Come on.
So now we're gonna move around to our segment, shoot around,
Oh,
where we talk
Jesus.
about news and rumors and stuff going on around the
Oh,
NBA.
buddy.
Our first recap of the season. Last week we discussed Andre Iguodala becoming the first Ballot Hall of Famer. Y'all said no, I said yes. And his comparison to Kawhi Leonard, and then we went into a conversation about Hall of Famers and finding out surprisingly players like Robert Big Shot Rob Horry is not in the Hall of Fame. And I posed a question, in your opinion, who does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I'm going to go ahead and start this thing off because I brought it back and it's a recap. And I already got some people I'm slowly disgusted with. Vlade Divac. Why the is Vlade Divac in the Hall
Vlade
of Fame?
Divac had a great career.
Right.
How many championships does Vlade Divac have?
He played with the Lakers. He probably has.
How
3 or
many
4.
championships does Vlade Divac
Okay, but
have?
let me ask you this then. Before we go any further
Okay.
with this conversation, Charles Barkley's a Hall of Famer, right?
Oh, that's different.
No,
No,
It is
it's not.
different.
it's not.
Why?
Charles Barkley is a Hall of Famer, but he had
All
a great
NBA
career too.
teams, all All-Star teams. Like, what do
Vlade
we-
Divac had
he had what?
some All-Star seasons.
Go ahead, look it up. I see you looking at it right now. Vlade Divac was fifth man at best on your team. Vlade Divac.
Do you not remember Vlade? He was
You're-
the originator of the passing bigs.
You're thinking about Vlade at the end of his
I'm
career.
thinking about Vlade from the beginning to the end.
You talking about him when he was in Sacramento? You forget about the LA
I'm talking
days?
about when he was in the Lakers.
You forget about the Sacramento days.
What about him?
Him and
I'm
Chris
saying,
Webber. Do you not remember?
Vlade Divac
Do you not remember him and Chris Webber?
What did Vlade Divac do? And speaking of Chris Webber, he's on that list too. Why is Chris Webber here? Why is Chris Webber here? Why is Chris Webber here? Why is Chris Webber here?
I'm trying to question your fanism.
Well, I'll say this. When you look at Vlade's stats, Zeke isn't completely wrong. Vlade did not win any championships in his career. His stats were very mediocre at best. I mean, points per game, 8.5.
How many rebounds?
6. So I'm just gonna go through the top two. 8.5, 6.2 his first year with the Lakers. 11.2, 8.1, 11.3, 6.9, 12.8, 8.9, 14. Well, so I think this could be literally one of those toss-ups because 50% of his career
Let
he
me ask you a
averaged a
question.
double-double.
Okay,
Hold up.
take away the average. what are his accomplishments? I'm talking about NBA All-Star games. I'm talking about NBA All-Team. I'm talking about I don't even know if he made top 75.
No,
Why
nor
is he-
should he have.
Why is he in the Hall of Fame?
Well, you have to remember
So
that.
then should Tony Kukoc be in there?
I was gonna go down the list.
Well,
Let me finish. Hold on a second. Let me finish my list. I got a list.
Ben Wallace?
Let me finish my list. Can I go there?
And I know he didn't average over 6.
Look, can I finish my list?
So-
Vladdy, hold on a second. Vladdy
Hold on,
Divac.
I'm answering your question. You got to remember, though, bro, this is not the NBA Hall of Fame. We're just judging their NBA
This is
careers.
the NBA Hall of Fame.
No,
He's a Hall of Famer.
but it's the NBA doesn't own the Hall of Fame.
What do you mean the NBA does a Hall of Fame?
It's the Basketball Hall of Fame.
It's the
Regardless
it's a
of
world
the
thing.
basketball Hall
No.
of Fame, but
It's
No.
a world
okay,
thing.
hold on a second.
No.
It's a world thing.
Come on, I get that. Why is he in the Hall of Fame?
He's a great European player.
Great European player. It's
Hey,
not just
hold on a second. Did he get drafted to NBA?
yes,
Did he play overseas?
yes.
Because my thing is this: if we're doing that, if we're because y'all trying to make excuses here, because you talking about Lottie Divac did,
I'm
some
not
stuff.
saying he should be there. I'm not saying that at all.
I'm saying this is my list of players who should not be there.
And when I'm debating,
I'm starting off with
I'm
Lottie
debating,
Divac.
I'm debating your thing.
So why should he be there?
He had a decent career.
Robert Horry did.
No.
Robert Horry played for 19 teams with
Yeah.
6 with 8
Robert Horry
rings.
should not be a Hall of Famer just because he's a big shot.
You are you?
And
hold
there's
on.
games where Robert
Hold on,
Horry
time
didn't
out,
even
time out,
play.
time out. Are you telling me because? So you saying Vladdy Divac should be there and Big Robert Horry should not?
Neither should be there, in my opinion.
Okay. So now we finna get into y'all done fighting for the Vladdy Divac.
We didn't fight for Vladdy. You didn't
Y'all
ask
was
Casey if Big Shot Rob should Big Shot Rob be in the Hall of Fame to you.
He said no.
No, he shouldn't. I agree
I
with
think
you.
he should.
But you also called it what's that boy?
Andre Iguodala.
No. What's that man that played for Memphis all those years?
I didn't say Mike Conley should
You
be.
said
in the Hall
Mike
of-
Conley in the Utah Jazz or something in the
I said what I said was he was probably one of
Mike
their- I think
Conley
he
and the
was-
Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said that, and y'all just went in on that like
because
hold
you're
on.
giving him top billing over John Morant. You gave him top billing.
it's a first of all, there's a reason. There was context behind me just saying his name. There was context behind that.
It was context
it-
behind me saying Cam Johnson too, but it's Cam.
Yeah, you were wrong. That's the context.
Exactly. That's my whole point.
The point I'm making is this: like the whole run back was, who are these people that should not be in Hall of Fame?
When did you start becoming the root for the little guy?
I'm
'Cause
not
that's who you
root-
are.
No, I'm not root
Root
for
for the
guy.
little guy.
I'm root for
Iggy?
people. No, I'm root for people besides Steph Curry, LeBron James.
Those are given. Those are given.
No.
So there wouldn't be
No. Because if I don't mention their names, then you like who?
I never.
If
no,
I say
he's
Giannis,
the who guy.
if I say Giannis,
He's the
if
who
I don't
guy.
say three names, Giannis, LeBron James, Steph Curry, then it's who? Who are you talking about? He ain't did nothing.
He's the who guy.
But you talking about Lottie Divac?
I didn't fight for Vladdy. I said an argument could be made.
I watched a lot of basketball growing up.
I've
and
watched a lot of
seen-
basketball,
and I've
too.
seen Vladdy Divac play. Vladdy Divac had a very good career.
My thing
He
is
had
this.
an okay career.
He had a decent
had a-
career.
He had a very good career.
He had a decent career at
Good
best.
career don't mean you did anything
That's
over the top.
That's-
You know what I
That
mean?
mean, you know what that means? That means you were part of you are a big part of the team. Now, what that team did, that has a reflection on you. So when we talk about Robert Horry and him being Big Shot Rob, he got that name for a reason. So the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame, I'm like, what is really going on here? What made me go back to question like, hold on a second, dear. We talking about a 4-time champ can't be a Hall of Famer?
oh no. He should
Iggy.
be.
And then my thing is, if I say Draymond Green, oh, what are you talking about? He's Hall of Fame automatically. He did this
Bro,
and that.
he's a two-time defensive player. First of all, I don't talk like that.
Well,
Okay,
a little bit.
no, I don't. I don't.
Republican,
No.
Anyways, the point I'm thinking is this.
I don't know what fantasy you got here.
But you're talking about him having like mediocre careers. Like there's a lot of people who have mediocre careers
That's in the Hall of Fame. You want me to keep going?
that's not in the Hall of Fame too.
But again, you guys have to remember it's not just NBA, it's college.
I know, I get that, but
I
like,
No, you get that,
No,
but he
no,
doesn't get
I
that.
do get that. I'm talking about NBA players who are in there. So I'm not saying that the Hall of Fame is strictly for the NBA. I get that. They have teams in here for the Hall of Fame. They have Tennessee, A&I team of 57 and 59 here has a Hall of Fame. So I'm not just talking about NBA players. I'm just talking about the Hall of Fame in general. Why is Vlade Divac there?
Okay, go
You
look
don't
at
have a good reason.
So who?
He
Give
was
me a
one of the
give me
first-
a give me a player who should take his position.
He was one of the first.
Robert Ory.
He was one of the first foreign players that came into the NBA.
That's it. He wasn't the first. He
I
was
didn't say he
one of the
was.
first.
He averaged almost a double-double his entire career.
Yeah, if fifth wasn't fit, we all be drunk.
He played on arguably one of the greatest franchises. Well, no arguing, the greatest franchise ever.
One of the
Los
greatest
Angeles
franchises
Lakers.
ever. Yes, he was a part.
He
was
went
a
to the
part.
finals, lost to Mike, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then he reinvented himself when he went to Sacramento. No, seriously, when he got
Yeah. So hold on a second. Come on.
when people traded him to Sac,
Time
they
out,
thought
time
that
out.
was the end of his career.
Time out. Now here's the thing. A little bit of that, I get that. Did they win it?
You have to also remember,
Did they win it?
listen,
Did they win it?
listen.
It's yes or no question.
He's a gold medal winner.
He's a what?
He's a gold medal winner.
What team was he on? The
He played
Redeem
the
team?
Olympics. No, in the Olympics, right?
I
In
don't
the
think
Olympics.
he didn't play for the U.S.
He's not.
Who he play for?
He's not
I'm
American.
asking who he play
I
for.
think I think he's from Casey. Where that man from?
Casey don't know.
Terrence, if you watch it, man, where you from, bro? I know you loyal. Terrence, where you from, bro? My man just texted me. Yugoslavia. They won the silver medal in the 88 Olympics. He won a gold medal in 1990 and 2002 World Championships, accompanied by a gold in 89 and 91 in European Championships. He recorded more than 13,000 points, 9,000 rebounds, 3,000 assists, 1,600 block shots, 1,200 steals. To Kesey's point, shout out to Big T for hooking us up with this stat. Hold up. To Kesey's point, one of the best international European players to be brought into the NBA. Vlade is absolutely a Hall of Famer over Robert Ory.
Hold on a second, real quick. So, first of all, thanks.
I said that already.
No, I said thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. What do he do here?
It's not.
What do he do here?
So
what do he do?
Okay, can I say this?
Go ahead.
Stop screaming. You're overmodulating.
Go ahead.
So the way you should ask the question is based on their NBA career. Should they be in the Hall
That's
of
what he
Fame?
do here. Same thing.
So preface it there, because you got America thinking that these people shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, but they should. So ask the question differently. Based on their NBA career, should they be in the Hall of Fame?
Based on their NBA career, should they be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, because he did all that Olympic stuff.
No, man. I'm tired of y'all.
He did all that.
I'm tired of
He
y'all.
did all that Olympic stuff while active.
Do
in
y'all
the
have a
NBA.
player? Do you have a player?
Keep going, man.
No.
Go down your list.
No, because here's one thing.
Go down your
First of all,
list.
my list finna get real controversial.
That's okay.
And I'm cool with
We
that.
got time.
My thing is this: do y'all have a list?
Go down the list, Zeke.
Do y'all have a list? I'm
A
asking y'all. Do y'all have a list?
This was your concept of
This
who
was my
shouldn't-
concept,
of
but
who
it was
shouldn't
all
be.
I brought to the table.
Of who shouldn't be. Go ahead. Go down your list.
That's the only person you got.
No, it's not the whole person. I'm asking y'all. Do y'all have some
You
people?
fighting hard for Andre.
I'm not fighting hard for Andre. I'm just talking about people I didn't think should be on the list.
Keep going. Who's the next person?
All right, fine. Vlade Divac, Tony Kukoc.
Again,
No, I let Tony Kukoc ride.
Tony has to ride because
I let him
he
ride.
got to ride because of
Because my list gonna get real controversial. Y'all ready?
Yeah,
is Kukoc in or out?
Of
he's
course.
on the border for me.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
'Cause y'all finna hate this list. You ready?
ahead.
Yeah.
Grant Hill.
That's controversial.
That's not controversial.
That is controversial.
I feel why he said that, but go ahead. And I'll give my rationale. Go ahead.
Grant Hill did play good some of the years he did play, but he was injured a lot.
He
So
was.
I think that should be held against him at some point.
Okay.
Grant Hill is only in there for his Duke days. That's it.
Hey, NBA.
He's only in there for Duke. Was it Duke? No,
It was Duke.
He's only in there for Duke. NBA career. If it judged him on NBA career, he wouldn't be there.
I feel like
He
Grant.
wouldn't be
I feel
there.
like Grant Hill's a shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like he one of these guys, man. If he didn't get injured, he'd be this and that.
He changed
Like
the college
that.
game, though.
Like
he did
that.
change the game.
And he would just hate it because he went to Duke.
Him and Christian Leitner.
Yeah, man.
Christian Leitner
is
is
terrible.
I mean, he's not on this list,
Well,
but
he shouldn't be. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
he's not in the Hall of Fame. That's what I was just gonna say.
Grant Hill is arguable. It's debatable, but if I had a vote, he wouldn't get my vote for Hall of Fame.
Are you ready for the next one?
TC, would Grant get your vote for Hall of Fame? Because Zeke's is saying no to all these people.
I'm saying no to all these people.
So he's already voted. So now he's asking you, does Grant Hill get your vote for Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
No.
You ready? Because Kesey gonna say yeah.
Go ahead.
Tracy McGrady.
No. Now, when you say what has a player done other than 13 points in 9 seconds and explosive dunks, what has he done? And I stand by that, and I've said that in the 4-year history of this podcast. Tracy McGrady, in my opinion, explosive, but one of the most
Overrated?
I'm not going to say overrated, but people give him a pass for everything. Other than excitement and being explosive, you can almost compare his career to Grant Hill because he was hurt a lot too.
A lot better than Grant Hills.
He was.
He was hurt a lot too.
He was hurt, but not as much as Grant Hill. And go back and look at Tracy McGrady. Kobe Bryant will tell you right now, if he was alive, rest in peace to the Mamba.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy McGrady was one of the hardest players he ever had to guard.
He said that.
So was Allen Iverson.
No. Tracy McGrady, this is coming from the Mamba's mouth. Tracy McGrady was one of the hardest players he ever had to guard.
Does that make him a Hall of Famer?
He's 6'10", playing the point guard position.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No.
I say no. Like I said
Go
before.
look
no.
at stats up.
We have.
I mean, Tracy McGrady's stats are incredible.
And
But-
I'll tell you this right now.
What? He has a ring too.
Who?
Tracy McGrady,
With who?
San Antonio.
Was he
Yeah.
on that team?
Yep.
Mhm.
But I'll tell you this though. That
He
year
didn't play,
he scored
but he
the
was on
year
the
he scored like 19 points in like 13 seconds.
He was the man.
The Rockets.
They
He was
win
the
a
man.
championship. Y'all don't get hurt that year.
Mhm.
Remember,
Okay.
y'all did something with his foot. And
Yeah,
he
it's
didn't,
his foot. He can never get. He really never.
and he
really
never got
came.
healthy again off
Yeah,
of
he
that.
never got healthy
And
again. after
that after that, Tracy McGrady was never able to find that team that could get him over the hump again.
This would have been dope for one of our live episodes to let audience members weigh in.
Hey,
Because people,
Tune in.
the beauty in basketball, it is in the eye of the beholder.
yeah.
Like as much as we talk sports, man, we don't agree with a lot. I don't know if y'all noticed that when it
Yeah.
comes to basketball, we don't agree on a
I mean,
lot
that's
of
the
stuff.
whole point. That's the
And
whole.
I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm just saying that we have all of us grew up on basketball.
That's
Y'all,
the world.
y'all obviously played basketball.
That's the world.
But we have very different views of this sport. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's very true. This was a little controversial. I'll say it though. Yao Ming.
Absolutely a Hall of Famer. He globalized the game of the NBA. He was actually,
Hold on a second.
other than Michael Jordan,
Real quick.
he was the first player to make the
Now
game
here's
global.
my thing. Here's my thing. Why I was going back and forth with this. Yes, has he globalized the game, and then do we got Chinese people coming in by the tons? Yes, he does. But at the
Y'all
end of
was
the
a
day,
killer. You
was
tripped.
he a killer,
Y'all was a killer.
or
You
was he an
tripping.
international superstar?
Y'all was a
Was he an
even
international?
Shaq.
So he
Even
hold on,
Shaq
If
gives
Shaq,
Yao his
if
flowers.
Yao Ming didn't have those foot problems, he was
But he did.
unguardable.
but he did.
He was
So
unguardable.
was Grant Hill, but he did. But he did.
He changed the game, man.
So you saying yes?
He
Oh,
changed the part of the game.
Because I know where Dre coming
He
from.
changed-
This is coming from a business acumen.
He changed
place.
a part of the game.
This is coming from a business
Well,
But
acumen.
you also
place.
got to
Do that
like,
to
but
me.
like he
Is
said,
that where you be coming from?
like he said before, it's not just about NBA. Yao Ming
so
changed the
that's why I
game.
was going back.
Yao
and forth.
Ming,
I get it from
There-
a international business perspective. I
check this
get
out.
that.
Check this
I'm
out.
saying,
Listen to this.
I'm saying Yao Ming wasn't dominant as he could have, should have been.
Bro, Yao Ming played 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 seasons and averaged nearly a double-double every season.
that
he
double-double?
was in the- I'm about to give it to you. His first year, he averaged
I just want to know. I just want a
13
range.
and
Can
9,
you just give me a range?
13 and 9, 17 and
I
9,
say you can't do that.
18 and 9. Listen, 18 and 9. I don't appreciate that. 22 and 10,
Just say
25 and 10, 22 and 10, 20 and 10. Come on, bro.
All right.
Come on, bro.
I'm just saying.
Yao Ming changed it. And even when he got hurt in that 10-11 year, he still put up 10 points, 8 assists a game, and only averaged 18 minutes.
Okay. You ready for the next one?
Your disrespect to foreign players.
Are
is-
you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Just tell me this though:
Yes.
is there a Jeremy Lin without Yao Ming's career?
Of course not.
No.
I'm not saying he had opened the gates.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Change the game. He opened up a new gateway for people from China to come over.
In fact, our NBA didn't start allowing international all-star voting until Yao Ming came into the league.
That's how he became All-Star. But we'll leave
Because
that.
China.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how.
He would have been an all-star regardless because
yeah,
Yao
sure.
was unguardable.
Sure, he was.
Dude, remember they
Sure
were
it was.
booking. Was it? No, I thought it was Yao versus
Stop.
It
Shaq.
would take somebody like you to be disrespectful to someone who has contributed to the game.
He
what some
disrespects
players-
us. So we
I
disrespect
know.
him.
I know.
He disrespects us.
Are y'all ready for the next one?
Yes. Yes. That's it.
Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo. What
Why
did
you
you say?
Why do you have to say it in that voice?
I just want to know.
Do you have a
Dikembe?
problem with this voice?
Wait,
No.
wait. So remember last week how you told me that was a terrible thing? That wasn't.
Oh, first of all, that's spot on. That is spot on. That is spot on. I'm gonna be in Wakanda movie. That is spot on.
I don't know.
Dikembe
Spell his
Mutombo
first name.
is D-I.
That's
stop.
actually, that's
D-I-K-E.
actually good. That's good.
D-I-K-E-M-B-E. Mutombo is Mutombo.
So the other part you have to remember is, I don't know, and I need to research a little more. Does the NBA take? I would think they do. Do they take into consideration their humanitarian?
So here's the
efforts?
thing.
Did you hear my question? Do
Yes,
they
I
take
hear
in
what you're
their
saying. I'm about to
humanitarian-
answer your question.
Yeah.
I think the NBA
And you have
takes
to
in
remember-
consideration all their totality, even after their career. I think that why, whether y'all think so or not, Yao Ming, Dikembe Mutombo, like guys like that, I'm just using an example, that their after basketball career, took them on a plateau
So
of Hall of Famers.
So listen to
But
Dikembe.
I think there is a.
Listen to this.
I'm listening.
You ready?
I'm listening.
8-time NBA All-Star,
All right.
3-time All-Defensive First Team.
First team or winner?
First team. Listen. 3-time All-Defensive Second Team. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. In fact, he won it 3 years in a row. He won in 95, 97, 98, 2001. Okay. 2-time NBA rebounding leader. 3-time NBA block shot leader. First team All Big East. Second team All Big East. 2-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Dikembe's a Hall of Famer, bro. On top of his
Hall of Famer?
No.
on top of his
I know, but Hall of Famer? I know.
his humanitarian stuff.
Hall of Famer? Kesey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hands down.
You ready for my next controversy?
Let's go.
Tim Hardaway.
See that's one that I'm not so sure about.
Tim Hardaway
Senior.
That one I'm not sure.
is a Hall of Famer.
Why?
Why?
Timmy. I hit him with the Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy brought that in the league.
What's your point?
He changed the game. He's a game changer off of that.
This my thing about that. It was cool until we see Allen Iverson.
Because he was quicker and he learned.
I'm saying it was
Everybody
cool.
learned it from Timmy.
I'm saying, look, first of all, Tim and Hardaway and Allen Iverson, they said they did theirs two different ways. But my thing is, Tim Hardaway, what did he do? See, Kesey, I know where you coming from, and I get it. We grew up on these Negroes. I get it. We grew up on it.
Why they gotta be that?
Because are they not African Americans? I said Negroes. So you hit him with the Timmy. Wop, wop, wop. You get to the lane. I'm saying, what did he do?
5-time NBA All-Star.
Okay.
All NBA First Team once.
One time?
All NBA Second Team 3 times. NBA All Rookie
Second
First
team? Okay.
WAC Player of the Year.
Who? College? I don't hear about the college stuff. I want NBA. I want
But
NBA stats.
But it's
I can
all.
I would
name-
like to take NBA stats.
I can name. That's it. I can name 10 guards better than Tim Hardaway.
Who?
Dwayne
Don't
Wade.
do that. Don't do that.
Dwayne Wade is in the Hall of Fame, though.
It don't matter. I can still name 10 guards better.
We're talking
than him.
about 10 guards that didn't make it to the Hall of Fame.
Well, that would
Ooh.
take that'll take a little bit of homework.
That'll take
Yeah,
a little
okay.
bit more.
But Tim Hardaway, if I had to vote, he's a no. He's no.
Okay, I'll give you one that's not in the Hall of Fame.
I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
Who?
Ross Strickland.
Ross Strickland's my man. So Ross Strickland is that business.
Are you arguing that he's a Hall of Famer?
I'm not saying he's a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying he's in the same. To me,
I
he's
was
in the
gonna-
same categories as Tim Hardaway.
But I
So
wasn't.
why is one in the Hall of Fame, one isn't?
But I wasn't going to say.
Who are you gonna say?
I was.
Baron
Gonna,
Davis? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
how many times you going to interrupt me
I'm sorry. That's what I said. I'm
before I
sorry.
get it out?
Go ahead.
Chauncey Billups.
Ooh, good one.
No.
No, what? No, Chauncey is a champion. Chauncey's a champion. Chauncey's a champion.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
I know he should be. I think he's not eligible yet.
He should be.
He should be, but I don't know if he's
Because if
eligible.
Dwayne Wade and them is eligible,
He got drafted after them, didn't he?
no.
When did Tim Hardaway get into the Hall of Fame?
He got into the Hall of Fame in year.
It had to be recent. Because in
Well, it
2021,
is-
he wasn't a Hall of Famer.
He got in the Hall of Fame. It is recent.
I'll give you.
2022.
Okay.
I'll give you another old school player,
Who?
Terry Porter.
Terry Porter shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
He played shadow to Clyde Drexler, bro. He should not be all of
Terry Porter was that deal.
He was.
Eh.
I don't know if he should be Hall of Fame.
Here's one to go back to Tracy McGrady. If Tracy McGrady is a Hall of Famer, Sean Kemp should be a Hall of Famer.
And he shouldn't be.
Exactly.
I'll ask you one more.
Exactly.
I'll give you another one
Who?
that should be a Hall of Famer. You tell me. Sean Marion.
Yeah.
So Sean Mary is very interesting. He's
He's up there.
He's
Him
not,
and Iggy, the same person.
he's not a Hall of Famer, but
Better than Iggy to me.
He's a little bit better than Iggy, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
Ugly form.
He's in the Phoenix Suns Hall of Fame. But do I think he should be in the Hall of Fame? I think there's a case for him not to be in there. There's a case for him.
How's the case not for him to be there? Give me one reason why he shouldn't be.
He ain't did nothing.
He was a good
He
role
was
player,
the
like
third.
Iggy.
He
like
was the
Iggy.
third, fourth base player on your team. If that.
Okay.
Am I lying, Kesey? Both teams.
T-
Dallas,
Phoenix for sure.
Dallas, Phoenix.
I mean, and Phoenix was stacked.
And to be honest with you, he made a good comparison. He's Iggy.
He's Iggy. He's Iggy.
He's
Go
better
ahead.
than, he's better than Iggy.
Next player. But
I-
he's the
I
same
got-
caliber player.
I got two more.
Go ahead.
One of them, y'all, I don't know if y'all even gonna know his name, so I'm gonna save him. Lonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are
Zeke?
you kidding
Look him up.
me?
Zoe?
Look
There's
him
no
up.
need to.
Look
man.
him
Are
up.
you kidding me?
Look him
The
up.
Charlotte Hornets?
Look him up.
You
Bro.
talking about Zoe?
You
Come on, man.
tripping,
You tripping
man.
hard now.
You tripping hard.
Is you sure that's water?
That's beside the point. Look him up. Look him up.
Bro, Alonzo Mourning.
I don't want to hear his
only-
stats. I don't want to hear his stats. I want to hear his accomplishments.
Not only is he.
I want to hear his accomplishments. Don't tell me his stats. I
Okay.
get it. Double.
How much
I
time
get
you
that.
got? Okay.
That's-
NBA champion.
How's he NBA champion?
He won with Shaq and
Oh, he
Dwayne
was on
Wade.
the bench. Go
Yeah, he
ahead.
came off the bench and gave them a much needed push because Shaq wasn't great that year.
Okay.
Just want to put that out there. 7-time NBA All-Star,
Mhm.
NBA All First Team, NBA All Second Team.
How many times?
Once. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, back to back. NBA All Defensive First Team. 2-time NBA Blocks Leader. All Rookie Team, the Citizenship Award. Number retired by the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
He was an All-American for 3 straight years. 2-time First Team Big East, but you don't want to hear high school
I want to hear
stuff.
no high school,
Or-
college stuff.
He dominated in college. Alonzo Mourning is
So I'm
likely
here.
highly regarded.
Okay, so
as
I'm
one
here.
of the
Let me ask you a
best.
question. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Your interrupting game is on today.
So let me ask you a question. If he didn't win an NBA championship, are you still putting him in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Kesey, if he didn't win a championship, are you still putting him in the Hall of Fame? I was asking.
Our fans are
Yes.
texting me multiple ones saying, you
Don't text Dre. Hit the chat up.
No, text me.
Hit up on the Facebook.
Text me. Tell them
Don't.
why you
Hey,
loyal
hey,
to
hey,
this
hey,
show.
hey.
Why you loyal to this show?
Don't
Come on,
boost
T.
Dre ego.
I don't
Hit
need my
the show
ego
up.
boost.
Hit up
Come on,
Facebook.
Shells.
Hit us on Instagram.
Tell them Abdul. Tell them
Anyways,
Zeke. You know what I'm saying?
anyways,
Tell them Chris. You know what I'm saying? Since you want to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
Don't ever come for
Anyway,
You know what? Casey, tell me to be quiet.
anyways,
Tell me to be quiet.
don't boost Dre ego up.
It
Hit
does
the
need
show up.
boosting.
Hit
I'm
the
good.
show up.
I'm a humble dude.
So are you ready for the next one?
yeah.
Are you ready for the next one? This is my
Yeah,
last
Zeke
one.
is tripping to everybody.
This is your
texting
last
me.
one. Come on, spit it
Yeah,
out.
he tripping.
Mitch Richmond.
Lights out, Mitch.
Lights out, Mitch.
Mhm.
Jinx.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
Lights out, Mitch belongs there.
You sure?
Yeah.
Check his stats. Check his stats. Not even his stats. Accomplishments. I don't hear about no stats. I don't hear about
He
accomplishments.
was an all-star for like 4 or 5 years.
I don't think he made it twice.
Led the league in 3-point percentage shooting them maybe 3 or 4 years straight.
Mm-hmm. So he was a lights out shooter. Every lights out shooter shouldn't be a Hall of Famer.
Ray Allen on there.
I know Ray Allen's a champion.
NBA champion,
With who?
6-time. Who? Mitch.
Yeah.
2002. I wanted it was the Lakers, right? Didn't the Lakers?
No,
win?
2002 had to be with Miami with Shaq.
No, it says Mitch Richmond. NBA series. The best 7 playoff was between the Los Angeles Lakers and the New Jersey Nets. The Lakers swept
Oh, the
Nets.
Lakers.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Mitch was
Continue.
on that team. So the Lakers. So these are some of his stats. Since you want
I said,
his
his
accomplishments.
accomplishments.
6-time NBA All-Star,
All right.
All-Star MVP,
All-Star MVP?
95, 3-time NBA All-Second Team,
Second? Ooh.
2-time NBA All-Third Team, Rookie of the Year,
Third. Rookie of the year.
All-Rookie Team,
Mm.
All-American in 88,
All right, let's stop. You're done.
over 20,000 career points. I'm not done.
Are you
hating
talking
on
about NBA? You talking about
NBA.
NBA stats?
NBA stats?
20,000 NBA career points.
That's not a hard accomplishment. Keep going.
3,800 rebounds.
You don't even got
3,400
one.
assists.
So clearly it's a hard accomplishment than you can attach.
Yeah, for me.
Oh my God. I promise y'all, we really do love each other on this show. This is all for TV. So please don't take this serious.
All right.
Mitch
Like I said-
is a Hall of Famer.
Like I said before,
So who would? But my question is, who do you replace these players with?
if I like I said,
So like who?
I don't have a list of players. The whole point of this conversation was
Olympic gold medalist.
the whole point of this conversation was
Was he with that dream team?
He wasn't on the dream.
He was on
team.
the Redeem team. wasn't he?
Mitch, no. I don't know that Mitch has a gold medal. Team.
So you
I don't
just
think
saying
about that
stuff.
one. No, T just dropped it in the chat, but I didn't see that under his career stats though.
My thing is, as far as Hall of Fame, my point is always like we should really think about who needs to be in the Hall of Fame and what the
He
category.
does have a gold medal. From the
who should
Olympics, he
should
does.
be in the Hall of Fame? What categories put you in the Hall of Fame?
I know a couple players.
96.
I know some players who
Interesting.
should be in the Hall of Fame.
And that's what I'm saying. You just named. I ain't gonna lie to you. You named a couple people who should be in the Hall of Fame. And so the fact that they're not, it's just like, why aren't these people in the Hall of Fame?
But you
I
have,
think, and honorable mention Chris Webber. So like, I feel like
if Chris Webber didn't have the scandal, he would be. You have to remember the scandal.
and then
kept
All Star.
him
When you
out.
talk about like, let's say you say All Star. Let's
Fab
say
Five.
Oh,
no,
Fab Five scandal with the because remember, sorry, to cut you off, Zeke.
no, you're
That's
not,
just
but
my
go
one
ahead.
to get
I
back
mean, I
to
know
you
you're
'cause
not.
you've been doing it all day.
You're not.
Remember, man, the booster situation, and they said he snitched on the booster. Michigan took his jersey down. They took. Oh man, have you ever watched the Fab Five?
Yeah.
Oh, check out the Fab. Casey said never seen it. Check out the
Never
Fab Five. Chris Webber couldn't even be included in it because of legal ramifications extending
And they didn't
extending
talk to
from.
him.
Well, they're better now, but they could legally.
I'm saying he
couldn't
didn't want to
even be
give.
involved.
He didn't want to give a statement.
Well, he didn't want to give a statement, but it's one of those things where he's
so
also
is his jersey back up there now?
no,
No.
no,
I don't play that.
no.
But my thing is this.
In
like
fact,
I said,
they dogged him. I'm sorry, they dogged.
you're not.
You never seen the Fab Five? Oh, you should watch them. They dogged him in there, man.
it was still,
They weren't too kind to him, especially Jalen Rose.
So here's the thing about the Fab Five situation.
I'm
I
surprised
think it
you
was
didn't see
it was still I don't say
Fresh.
early.
fresh.
It was still fresh. So when you talking to 4 out of the
Well,
5,
that's-
I seen
Arguably.
I seen the
That's
30. I seen the 30 for 30 on the Fab Five.
That's
what
what I'm
I'm
talking
talking about.
You remember that?
I don't remember. My memory must be off today.
They dogged.
But
him, bro.
I just feel
Here's
it's
the
still
thing, he
fresh.
was retired when that came.
I know he was a commentator. He was still fresh though. So like when you
But
bring
30
up
for 30
something,
came out before he was.
he was a commentator
He was a commentator.
I'm saying 30 for 30 came out
when
before
he
that.
when he was all retired.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Came out a couple like 2
That's what I'm
years
saying.
ago.
I'm saying that from a standpoint that it's not that fresh. But Chris Webber, F the Fab Five,
I'm
hadn't
saying
happened, he
it's-
would be a Hall of Famer.
If you never talk to somebody about something, like let's say you and your friend got into it and y'all never talked about it, but then somebody be like, "Hey man, you still mess with dude? Man, I don't mess with dude no more." Da 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 da. You just going in.
Or I don't have nothing bad to say about him, but we just don't deal with each other.
That too. But that says values. Are you what? Don't leave that alone. But my thing
Look at
is,
it.
the whole point of this conversation was like the Hall of Fame. Like we always do. We talk about the Hall of Fame. Who should be in there? Who shouldn't be in there? Why is this person there? Why is this person isn't in there? And I just feel like we should, like I said last week, we should go over the list of people who should not be in the Hall of Fame, who should be in the Hall of Fame. That's all my thing was.
So
Um,
let me just to
Go ahead.
close it.
to close
To close it and bring us back. Yeah, because it's all started with your discussion of is Iggy a Hall of Famer? You just proved that because all the players you named, Iggy shouldn't be in over none of them players,
I think he
except
should.
for maybe Grant Hill.
and Vlade Divac.
No,
Okay,
no,
we didn't did all of that.
no.
What?
Who? Give me one player you think could replace at least one of those players on your list. Give me two people you should think should be replaced.
Vlade Divac.
I'm saying two people that can replace the people you said shouldn't be in there.
Oh, so Iggy, I think he should play Vlade Divac,
No,
and I think that I'm trying to think of somebody else.
because in order to take those people out, you got to have somebody you want to replace them with, right?
I can take out. I can see myself taking out either Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady, and putting in Billups. I can see that. I wouldn't have. I don't think it, because I don't think you take away from what Tracy McGrady or Grant Hill did for the game, but to give them a Hall of Fame is like, to me, it's like when Melo talk about, I don't need no NBA championship. I got USA medals. Shut up. One doesn't replace the other.
I'm just saying you say that, and people that don't have rings are in the Hall of Fame that had great careers.
I'm not saying you need a ring to have a Hall of Fame. I just feel like 11 All-Stars is more of a popularity contest. So
Well-
when you talk about All-Star games in particular, that's a popularity thing.
Okay, then I got two more names for you,
Go ahead.
and you tell me what you think.
All right.
Amari Stoudemire.
Marty Starr, not. Okay, here's the
He
thing
will
about,
be just
he-
like
he- no,
Chauncey. He will be
He will be just because what he did in
not
China.
first ballot.
What he did in China. What he did in China was crazy. They have a literally a statue out there of him. What he did in China, we'll put him in the Hall of
He
Fame.
just went crazy on Instagram too about the. He's very much into social justice, so he just did a big. He went nuts. It wasn't received well, but he was talking about the conflict with Gaza and Israel, and he made some very controversial statements about like Black Lives Matter. So he's very much into social justice, but if he stays overly political, he won't be in there either.
Possibly.
Kyrie won't be in there.
I think Kyrie will be in there.
No, I don't think so.
I think
I think
after
they'll punish him.
time will go by.
Think
and I
about
think
it.
they'll
Remember, the basketball world is very unforgiving. Look at P. Rose.
No, it's not.
Yes, the
No.
professional sports world is very unforgiving.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Look
Yeah,
at
they are.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Look
and
at
I'll
P.
tell you,
Rose.
I'll tell you another name.
Look at P. Rose.
I'll tell you another
Look
name.
at Ray Lewis.
But wasn't that self-defense?
That's what they say. But he still shot somebody and killed them.
Wasn't it self-defense?
Did he shoot somebody and kill him?
Was he protecting himself?
Did he shoot somebody and kill him?
He did, but was he
Thank you.
protecting himself?
This is a yes or no question. Did he shoot somebody and kill
One
him?
more name for y'all,
There's a
one more.
difference, though.
Go ahead.
and I know this is going. He probably not in there because of his antics
I already know
What-
what you're saying.
with Meta World Peace.
I don't say J.O.
Who?
Jermaine O'Neal.
J.O. Jermaine O'Neal, man.
He wasn't supposed to be in there.
He shouldn't
Are you
be.
kidding me?
Nah,
Trash.
Nah.
Trash.
I'm
I
not
ain't gonna
saying
say
I'm
trash,
not
but
saying
not a
trash.
Hall of Famer.
Trash is strong. Trash is strong.
Not all
Does
of
he deserve to be in there?
But-
No.
You want me to tell you why? Why do you say he trash? Give me that reason why.
First of all, I said, let me take back the trash. That was an immediate reaction. I feel like Jermaine O'Neal didn't live up to the hype.
He got
Yeah.
hurt. He was very injury prone.
And then later on in his career, he got hurt, and then he just faded away.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Jermaine O'Neal maybe had a solid.
I mean, he
3 or
was he
4
came out of high
seasons.
school, phenomenal.
Maybe a solid.
He had maybe 2 good years, maybe
I'd say
3.
3 or 4.
If that's the case,
He had 5 in Indiana.
2, 3. I said good years.
He
2,
had
3
5
years.
good years in Indiana.
2, 3 years.
The reason he struggled at the beginning of his career, do you know why?
He's 18.
He was 18,
Mhm.
and do you know who they had?
Miller.
Ron Artest.
No, it's Miller
No.
time.
He was playing behind Rasheed Wallace.
In Indiana.
He was in Portland first.
Oh yeah, he was in Portland first. I forgot about that. That's how bad he
That's
was.
how he got his careers off to a slow start.
You know what's
because
funny
he
about
was
that?
playing behind Rasheed Wallace.
You know what's funny about it? I forgot he had played for Portland and he was in Indiana. That's
because
what I'm
his
thinking.
first 2 or 3 seasons
He was in
was
Portland.
rough because they couldn't find minutes because Rasheed was an animal then.
Yeah.
And Jermaine O'Neal probably took easy point one. He had about 8 or 9.
This was a good season.
He averaged a
20
double.
and 10?
He averaged.
Was it 20 and 10?
It was, can I finish?
I'm actually
You need some-
no, because you finna dance around it. No, Drake, because you be dancing
Jesus,
around it.
help me deal with
Take
the
the wheel.
antics of Isaiah Moore.
Spit
Take
the
the
stats.
wheel.
Spit the
You
stats out.
Because I'll be like 20 and 10. Nope, it was 15
Come on,
and 10.
come on, spit the stats out.
Spit this man.
Hey.
Spit him out.
Jeez.
Start out with his Indiana.
1-01-02, 19 and 10. 02-03, 20 and 10.
All right.
03-04, 20 and 10.
Okay, that's 2.
4-5, that's 3.
I said 20 and 10.
Man, shut up.
Not 19
Dude,
and
shut
10.
up.
4-5, 25 and 9.
All right, it's 3.
5-6, 20 and 9. 6-7, 19 and 9. And then he started to decline as his age declined.
So 4.
He had like 7 or 8.
4.
You tripping.
He had a couple injury seasons,
You tripping.
and then he was making a
He's
comeback,
still not a Hall of Famer.
and
but
then he
he's
had
still
the
tripping.
malice
So 4.
in the palace.
Jermaine
So
O'Neal's
4.
a guy I want on my team if somebody's coming at me that way. Shout out to
Just hire a
Jermaine
bodyguard. Just hire a bodyguard.
O'Neal. No, he
People-
went. He had his teammate back.
Listen,
If that's the case, I'm
People-
gonna get Smokey Jackson.
people say what
Him
they
too.
people say
I
what
hire all them on my team.
people say what they want to say about
No,
the
you wouldn't,
malice
'cause
in
you
the
wouldn't pay
palace,
Oh, I pay him for
but
protection.
but the media did that to them.
It is. No, that number one, I think I
remember
know
I
you've
was
seen
at a
that 30-30.
professional conference when that happened.
The
But
media,
for real, shout out to Stat Jack and Jermaine O'Neal for having their team back.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
everybody, they was coming at our test like he was in the street. And that's not a word I use. But, man, they was jumping on that man like he stole something from them. And I still blame that bum Ben Wallace. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna tell you this.
He
I
should be in the Hall of
don't
Fame.
even blame Bane. I don't even Bane. I don't blame Ben. I blame that fan
Oh, it's a fan
who
fault.
threw the
That's it.
first drink on top of Ron Artest. Because remember, Ron Artest, it was just a hard foul.
He was
And
like
we have hard fouls all the time
his
in
big
NBA.
old self. Right.
So he laid down on the thing like Meta World Peace would probably do because he was trying to bring his mental down. And nobody took consideration to that. He's laying there and a whole beer cup slaps you in the face while you're trying to come to your peace mode so you don't get into a worse situation. That fan egged that on and made that worse than what it was. And now those players are suffering because Jermaine O'Neal had a pretty good career and
Yeah.
probably would have finished out with a great career.
Well, remember, they had to pay him his money back and decrease his suspension. He
So-
took his stuff all the way to civil court.
So so we're just gonna move on.
So,
We're just gonna
Hold
move
up.
on.
We're not. You know what's funny is
Yeah,
that fan.
we don't have
and-
time for that.
That fan and Ron Artest are cool now.
Yeah,
Time heals all wounds, right?
it does. So moving on.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ever seen that one either?
So moving on.
The Malice
on
in the Palace?
on the
I seen Malice in the Palace, but I didn't know they was friends now.
They're tight. The fan is in the video. The fan is in the documentary. The fan that shot the beer is all through the documentary.
He should be in jail.
so moving on on the Brian
Yeah, we just say we don't appreciate it, but we get
on the Brian
win first.
Windhurst and Hoop Collective podcast, they discussed bringing back the U.S. versus the world format back to the All-Star game. Brian Windhorst said the world would kick the USA butt. Based off the 2023 All-Star selections, what do you think? Who you think would win? And also, what do you think about them bringing back this format? I'll let you gentlemen.
I mean, I like it. I don't know about kicking the USA's butt.
Well, let me just go over the lineups real
The
quick.
USA's a
let me
little
just
old.
let me just go over the lineups real quick. For the US, we got Steph Curry,
Yep.
Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant. For the world, we would have Luka, Shea, Giannis, Sabonis, and Joker.
I don't know about kicking their butt.
I don't know about kicking their butt, but I think they will win.
Who?
World.
You really think so?
Yeah.
It'll be competitive.
I don't know about competitive.
Because who gonna hold Steph?
What you mean? Who gonna hold
Who
Steph?
gonna hold Steph? Steph's gonna get. Steph's a bucket.
Steph is a bucket. And you know what? Here's the thing. So let's say Steph gets 30. Let's say Anthony ever puts in 20.
KD, who gonna hold KD? KD's a bucket.
But you're talking about these guys are a bucket. But who gonna stop the opposite end?
Okay, well, first of all, who on the world other than Joker is a bucket?
Luka's a bucket.
Luka-
Shea is a bucket. Giannis is a bucket. The only problem the world has is Sabonis.
They're buckets, but they gotta work a little hard for them buckets.
No.
Giannis works hard for his buckets.
Giannis works hard for his buckets.
Giannis works hard for his buckets.
Giannis works hard for his buckets, but besides Giannis, all these guys can get their own shot. Joker can get his own shot.
All 5 of the U.S. can too.
Not on the on the offensive end, yes. I'm saying, but you got to go back and forth here. I think the world can hold better defense.
I think the world is older.
Is that the best U.S. could have came up with?
I was gonna say the U.S. is old.
I'm sorry,
All those players are over 30 in the U.S. right now, right?
Jason Tatum, not.
Well,
3 out of the
he's
5 are.
youngest.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 are. They old.
That's over 60%.
That's old, bro. So U.S. is
Y'all
old.
making my point.
I'm just saying U.S. is old. I wouldn't say that they would kill them, right?
And this is based off the 2023 All-Stars.
This is last year All-Star selection.
I think it would be a competitive game, but I think the world would win. But I don't know about killing them.
And this is my thing. Embiid is part of the world. We don't even have a center.
But he's a citizen now. He's a
We don't
citizen.
Yes. We're talking about where you're born at. That's why it's US versus the world.
But he says he's
where
going
you're
to play
born.
for U.S. next year.
I know that, but we're talking about where you're born at. When we talk about the world versus the U.S., he was not born a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
We don't have a center.
We don't.
Not on
Who's
this
our center?
Bam.
Born.
He was born here.
Davis.
When was it?
He
Who?
was.
Davis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anthony? Did you just argue with me that he was a power forward last week?
But he been playing center.
He can play center. Don't do that, Dre.
Y'all literally just
No,
argued with me last
we
week.
didn't argue with you about what you said. We argued with you saying that his natural position is the power forward. He can play center though.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You didn't
I
want to.
put
You
him
didn't want
as a center, and y'all said you can't. Okay, go ahead.
On the Lakers,
That wasn't
he
not
doesn't
what
wanna
we was
play center.
arguing over. Go back to the conversation and listen,
I did.
please.
It was. I got notes. It was.
What does it say?
It was.
He ain't got
I
no notes.
What do your
literally
notes say?
said
He ain't got no
Anthony
notes. He ain't got no
Davis
notes.
is a center. Oh,
He's
I
a
take notes out of all our shows.
He's
you
a-
should know
he's-
because I can always call you back and tell you what you did.
While you're watching,
he's
it.
a power forward, but he plays center.
That's fine, but he can't hold Joker.
That's facts.
He can't hold Joker.
Joker can't hold him either though.
I can hold him. Just hit him at his knee. Anyways,
You got to make one
Just
NBA
tap-
game first.
just tap him in his knee.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It wouldn't.
He don't have any knee injury. Come on, man.
The world wouldn't kill us, but I
You're
think
right.
they would win.
No,
I think they would win. I think people
not
forget.
not if we put the right lineup together.
So you don't
Okay,
like
okay.
this
What's the
lineup.
lineup?
You don't like this
What's the lineup for
then.
US? This is the world lineup. This is the world lineup. I'm sticking with this. This is smooth. What is the US lineup for you?
I'm gonna go with Steph Curry. I'm gonna go with Devin Booker. I'm gonna go with KD. I'm gonna go with. I gotta take LeBron out only because of age and LeBron on these minute restrictions.
He ain't been on minute restrictions since they said he was gonna be on minute restrictions.
But he needs to.
I'm not saying
He's
that.
hurt.
I'm just saying what I'm saying is.
I'm gonna go with James Harden.
Hold on. Use name. You're down to one more person.
I know.
Go ahead.
You keep KD.
You said Steph, Devin Booker, KD, James Harden. Who's your fifth? Yeah.
It's tough. Dang, when you think about it, most of the NBA is full of world players now.
Yep.
Let's see.
Just go ahead and say it.
What?
Just say Anthony Davis.
I mean,
It's okay. Just say it.
If you need a center, it has to be Anthony Davis. No, I'm gonna go with Embiid because Embiid is
He
a citizen.
wouldn't
Fine. Anthony Davis, since I can't have Embiid.
Oh, I'm saying you can't. Kesey, you can't have Embiid. Who you got?
Anthony Davis.
So you gonna keep this lineup and then just have Anthony Davis?
Yep.
Who you replacing?
I'm taking out
Tatum or Brown. Right?
no, because I'm taking out
Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
I figured.
I just don't feel confident enough in his abilities yet.
Really?
He's good, no doubt. He's gonna be really good. He's gonna be even better once he figure out that mental part of the game.
I saw a goofy stat. Somebody said he's the next Michael Jordan. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I
they
seen
always
it.
saying that. That's the worst word on the street.
But the thing is, he hasn't found that mental part out yet
What you mean?
of
mental
how
part?
to take over games.
Oh, how to be a winner?
Yeah, how to be a winner. He's good, but he doesn't know how to be a winner yet.
I'll give you that.
And he has a mentality where he wants to be a winner.
Mm.
So it's coming. But right now, he's not that. He shouldn't be in that lineup.
Okay.
Because Tatum can play the two.
That's true. So this past week, the Los Angeles Lakers lost to the Miami Heat in Miami. In a post game, LeBron James was asked about his stench in the Miami Heat with the Miami Heat. LeBron James is quoted as saying, I think I would still be at this level no matter if I would have came to Miami or not. Let's not get it twisted. The 4 years I was there, it was amazing, but as far as my career was going to be my career. As I pull up a video from Tone, cool. And as I pull up this clip. So, anyways,
You talking about LeBron
so we
in
talking.
Miami?
So we talking about. I'm just taking them. So we talked about LeBron James in Miami. What do you guys think of? I guess I asked the question. What do you think as far as LeBron James and his stench in Miami? Do you think he would still be the player he is today?
KC, I'm gonna give you the floor because mine is simple.
I'm going to let you go first today.
I compared the Miami Heat years as his college years. Had LeBron went to college, the Miami Heat would have been his college years. I think playing next to greatness brought greatness out of LeBron, but don't get it twisted. LeBron still would have been the man without going to Miami. Would he have had those championships? Probably not, because he couldn't get it done in Cleveland after being to the finals maybe 3 or 4 times before he even went to Miami. So Bron career would have been his career. Yes, titles, arguably.
Before Keezy go on a rant. No, I'm gonna let you go on your rant, Keezy.
No, go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
Go ahead.
All right, cool. Without Miami, LeBron would not be LeBron. I think he would still be trying to figure it out. I think he might have gotten one, but I really don't think he would have gotten to the level he would have been, because in Miami he did learn how to be a champion. Whether he wants to admit it or not, it wasn't a LeBron James. Even LeBron James had to lose that first year to become LeBron James, and it's not like. I think a lot of times we don't look at our failures as being accomplishments. So his failure in Cleveland and then him winning in Miami was having the mentality to come back to Cleveland and bring them an NBA champion, or even going to Los Angeles Lakers and bringing them a championship. So it's just, I feel like those two things help LeBron become LeBron James, because it's not like, because the way he said is like, if like I was gonna get these championships regardless. I was gonna get these MVPs regardless. You might have got them MVPs. You might have been a scoring champion, but I don't think you would have been the winner that you are without Miami.
And I don't think LeBron is denying that. I just think people try to act like he wouldn't have been. He still would have been the all-time leading scorer.
I said that.
He probably would have reached it a little bit sooner.
He probably would have been the defensive player of the year. The fact that he only has none, right?
He has
none.
He has none.
He has none. That is atrocious.
No,
because
it's
play the tape, Tom. Play the tape.
It's not. Can Kesey answer first? Hold on a second, Tom. Let Kesey.
Come on, go ahead and play the tape.
You want to play the tape?
Yeah, play the tape and then let Kesey, because you don't know. You don't like Stephen A. Smith.
I know. You want to get him hyped up?
Fuel to my fire.
Is that correct? What the hell is wrong with you, LeBron? What the hell is wrong with you? Let me tell y'all something. LeBron James loses in Boston. When he goes to Miami, how does it happen? You got James Dolan talking about making him a billionaire. That didn't work. You got other teams looking at him. Pat Riley rolled up and put rings on the table.
Right.
Do you want these? Okay. Well, here's how you get them. Now, obviously, I've broken the story about how he's going to end up taking his talents to South Beach. But make no mistake about it. Do y'all understand the greatness of a Hall of Famer by the name of Dwayne Wade?
Yeah.
He was a great player. He was a great leader. Let's go back to LeBron's rookie year. LeBron, every press conference was D Wade looking right at it, was sitting right next to him. Why was that? Because mentally, despite the greatness of LeBron James as a talent, mentally he was warped. He was scared to shoot free throws. He was scared to really take the bull by the horn. Give me the rock. I'm that dude. I'm that man. Okay? So much so that even after they lost in the finals to Dallas, when Jason Terry was guarding him in the post in the fourth quarter.
And
don't get me
J.J.
started.
Barea.
And J.J. Barea. Okay? No, Como style, by the way. The bottom line is this. When that happened, the following year, All-Star Weekend, and I've said this many times, LeBron James got the ball in his hands. The late, great Kobe Bryant claps his hands. Let's go and defend them. An exhibition All-Star game to just having a good time. And he threw the ball in the corner, and it was a turnover. And Melo, D. Wade, Kobe, everybody descended on LeBron. What's the matter with you? He was warped. And that is why, Shannon Sharp, I haven't given him the title as GOAT, because I got to take into account all of those things before you started winning championships. And what I'm saying is that he's been going against Jordan and those brothers with that kind of mentality before he ever won a championship. He'd have never won one. They'd have shut it down because they'd have snatched his heart. But because he got to Miami and learned what it took to be a champion, he's been unstoppable since.
Kesey, would you like to?
First off, Stephen A. is talking about some stuff that is irrelevant.
You sure?
Because Boston and being a billionaire had nothing to do with what they was talking about. I don't even know why he brought that part up.
Go ahead.
It was context, but go ahead.
It was just talk.
It was
just talk from a fool.
Go ahead. Why you gotta be a fool?
Stephen A.
Play that. Hold on. Play that again, Tom.
Yeah. Oh.
You know I got to give Stephen A. a hard time.
Oh, Kesey, bro.
Go ahead, Kesey. Go ahead, Kesey.
That was great.
But first off, LeBron James would have been LeBron James, whether he went to Miami, Chicago, the Lakers, Toronto, San Antonio, the Clippers, the Bucks, or wherever he landed. LeBron James would have been LeBron James. And we're going to keep that at that for that part. And people can say whatever they want to say. But LeBron James could have went to any franchise that he wanted to go to, and he still would have been LeBron James. Most people, if you send them to any other franchise, they're not guaranteed to be who they are. And that's what Stephen A. failed to mention in his rant is LeBron James could have went to any franchise and been who he wanted to be. It doesn't matter where he went and got his first rings. That doesn't matter. It's still what they mentioned from what LeBron said was, I still would have been me at the end of the day. Miami was great to me, but I still would have been me, King James. He came in the league King James, and he's been King James since he stepped foot on the court 22 seasons ago. And there's nobody else in the league that could say they came in King James and going to leave King James.
Drop the mic.
For what?
Because he just spit nothing but facts.
Here's the thing about
He just spit all facts.
no, he speaks from a fan perspective.
It's not a fan
Come on,
perspective.
It is a fan
bro. Numbers
perspective.
don't lie.
Numbers
No,
don't lie.
Tell me
Don't-
another
don't
player that
sit here.
came in. Tell me any player that
Here we
came
go.
in their first year
Here we go.
and dominated all the way through 22 seasons.
Well, obviously.
Tell me one.
Hold on a second, real quick. Can I answer the question? My thing about that is this: is LeBron?
Tell me one person that came in year one with the pressure LeBron James had on him and sustained it for 22
I have a mic. I have a
seasons.
mic.
I'm gonna give you two because I want to hear this.
My thing is this. Do you want to give me yours too?
Tell me one person
I'm still waiting on the person.
who came in year one
That's an answer the question. I heard your question. I can't answer it.
and sustained what they required of him for 22 seasons.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The thing about LeBron James and his
Tell me one person who
Hey,
came
what you tell me?
in the
Dance
list.
around? You dancing, ain't you?
You can't tell me one. Just say you can't tell me one person. That's all I want to hear you say.
can I answer the question?
Answer it and stop dancing around it
Thank you. So
like a ballerina.
here's the thing. There is no person in the NBA who's had the pressure that LeBron James has had. Is that what you want to hear?
No, I want you to.
Yeah, there is a question because he asked me what one person
Name
who has
one.
came into the league with the kind of pressure LeBron James has had. I said no one. No one is coming to the league with the kind of pressure LeBron James has had. But let's make this very clear. I thought you would want to take your mic back after that. Let's just make this very clear. His first ring wasn't in Cleveland. His first ring was in Miami. His first 2 rings was in Miami. So don't sit here and tell me he could have went to San Antonio. He could have went to Milwaukee. He couldn't have.
He would have had Tim.
No, he
He
couldn't
would have
have.
had Tim Duncan.
No,
he
he
would have had Kawhi Leonard
couldn't
in
have.
San Antonio.
No, he couldn't
Come on,
have.
Z. Come on, bro.
Okay.
GM LeBron.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
GM LeBron.
Hold
I'll
on.
let you talk.
Before-
Let me finish. GM LeBron came from Miami. Hey, I need this, and this
No,
to win a championship.
Pat Riley orchestrated that team.
Did he orchestrate that team, or did D Wade call LeBron? Was like, "Hey man, what you trying to do?
Pat Riley.
Hey man, what you trying to do?"
Okay, but let me ask you this.
He just
Since you
Stephen
go-
A.
since-
just said this.
since
Stephen
you-
A. just said
since,
this.
since
Hey,
you going there,
want
hold on.
rings?
Since you going there, then,
I'm going there.
Okay. Put him in San Antonio, right? That same year with Kawhi Leonard,
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan,
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker,
You know what? Hold on a
and a
second.
Greg Popovich.
Hold on a second.
and Manu.
Hold on a second. You're right. If
They
you
would've
hold on a
won.
second.
Do they win
Come
a
on,
title
come
or
on,
not?
Because he met with
Hold on
them
a second.
two.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have. That's why they did with Kawhi Leonard. What are you talking about? Yeah, if you put a Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame player, yeah, you put him in. Hey, LeBron, you want a championship? This is the easy way to go about it. This is the easy way to go about it. So don't say he could have went to Milwaukee, because this is before Giannis. This is before Giannis was Giannis. Don't tell me he could have came to Milwaukee and won a championship. You know why you can say
Who
that?
did,
Hold on a second.
who
You
did
know
Milwaukee
why-
have that year?
Hold on. You know why you can say
Dre,
that?
look at Milwaukee that year. What year was that? 2000 and what? That they won the championship.
They went to
2006.
yeah, they went.
I think that was his rookie year.
Ooh,
Giannis.
and nobody knew Giannis was gonna be Giannis.
I'm just saying.
My point
Go
is
to the
this.
Milwaukee
Hold on a
Bucks
second.
roster.
My point is this. The reason you can say the things you can say about LeBron because he came out of Miami.
No, we can say the things we can
No,
say about
because
LeBron.
he came out of Miami.
Because he's
Hold on a
LeBron.
second. Because
Because he's LeBron James.
Your argument why he didn't win it in Cleveland because they was with a bunch of bums.
They were.
Okay, so if he's with a bunch of bums before he went to Miami, what makes you think it would have happened if he didn't go to Miami?
The Spurs, because LeBron wasn't
He
considered.
would have been a bum. He would have been on a bunch of bums.
Only reason he
So
went to, only
hey,
reason he went
let
to
me-
Miami is because of Dwayne Wade was his homeboy.
And Dwayne Wade was already a winner.
So
So Tim
Was
Duncan,
Dwayne a
so
winner?
Tim Duncan and Kawhi won winners.
My point is, if you put
So
him,
so he go to Golden State that year.
it
do
is
they
not
win a
the
champ-
same. No,
They don't win a championship.
no.
no. If he goes to the teams he
The
considered,
reason you can say that about LeBron because he came out of Miami and he knew what it would took to win a championship. Yes. Because he didn't win a championship his first 3-4 years in the league.
First
First 7 years in the league. And he went to the finals twice.
They went to the finals.
like four or five times.
No, I'm talking about his first 7 years. How many times did he go to the finals?
You're right.
Twice.
So listen.
And he lost.
No, he went to the finals 4 times in his first 7 years.
Okay, so he couldn't win it, right?
He won 2.
Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. Before he went to Miami, what did he win?
Nothing.
How many times did he go to the finals?
4 years.
Twice
Before Miami? Twice.
He went to Miami. He went to the finals with Miami 4 straight years.
Before Miami,
He went twice.
he went twice.
Lost to the Spurs.
Lost to the Spurs.
Lost to the Spurs. Was it both or just one?
I think it was both. Might have been once.
No, think about the Cleveland years. He went to the finals like 4 years.
No, I don't think it was that much. Because
Before-
I don't think it was that much.
Before Miami. We're talking about his first 7 years in the league. Like you like to talk about Jordan, his first 6.
He went to the finals at least 3 straight years in Cleveland.
Yeah. 2 of those was after.
With a Drew Gooden. With an Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew
Okay.
Varejao,
So hold on a second. You're right. With a bunch of bums, right?
With a Larry House.
With a bunch of bums, right? He went to Miami.
I mean,
He
Larry
went-
Hughes.
he went to Miami and learned how to win.
He only went to the finals once. So here's what we're confusing. He went to the
Eastern Conference Finals,
He
and
went
he
to the
lost to
NBA
Orlando.
Finals. Yes,
And he lost to Orlando.
and Boston. He went to the conference finals once. He went to the NBA finals one time with Cleveland. That was in 2000.
And how many times did he go to the Eastern Conference Finals? Like 3. Like 3
Every
years
year.
straight.
It was a lot, but we're
But
talking about the finals.
Okay, so my point is this. You can't. The only reason you can say LeBron can take a championship team to the NBA Finals, he did that after he went to Miami.
Call
This
me.
is
No,
after,
He
Call
took
me.
a Cleveland full of bums to the finals.
but he couldn't win it. And why'd he leave? Because he
Tell-
couldn't win it.
Tell me one team that can win. Tell me one player that went to the finals and won it by themselves.
So don't contradict yourself.
I'm just saying.
Because what you said was, you said LeBron could go to any team
And be LeBron.
and be LeBron. Okay,
But he
you didn't
wasn't-
say win a championship.
I didn't say win a championship.
Okay,
I said be LeBron.
Okay.
But the point of the point of Stephen A's rant was if he didn't go to Miami, he wouldn't have learned how to be a champion. That's
Or
the
wouldn't
point.
become
But
a
my
champion.
point is, he could have went to a couple of other different teams and still been a champion.
He could have went to
Yeah.
the Spurs like he
Okay,
went with.
hold on. Let's talk about the Spurs.
Oh,
Already established champions.
So was Miami. Miami had just won the title with Wade a few years prior to LeBron signing,
Wade and Shaq.
but they won a title.
Wade and Shaq.
Did they win a championship?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hold on a second. When Pat Riley dumped those rings in front of LeBron, he didn't say come to Miami to win. He said I know how to win because he won once with the Lakers and other teams like that. But don't talk about LeBron James was a champion before he came to Miami because he wasn't.
Nobody
Who
said
said
nothing
that?
about that. What are you
No,
talking about?
You're talking about he could take any team and win and go to the NBA Finals and win a
He
championship.
wouldn't have took this Bucks team.
He-
You told me to look up 2006. He wouldn't have took this
Who
team.
was the team that year?
Charlie Bell, Earl Boykins, Dan Gazarick,
that's when
Ersan Ilyasova,
that's when Drake didn't have tickets.
Michael.
Michael Redd was killing then.
He was hurt by then.
Oh, he was hurt.
Charlie Villanova, Mo Williams.
The same move that was in Cleveland.
It was.
So been there, done that. But if you take LeBron and you put him on a team like the Lakers, all the teams he met with, you put him on the Dallas Mavericks with Dirk, you put him in San Antonio with the Spurs, all the teams that Bron met with during that original free agency
Would have been in the
could've
same.
won
Would
a
have been in the
title.
same boat
He could've
as
won the
Miami
title.
was in.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
You saying what?
All of the places that he probably would have went
Mhm.
would have been in the same boat as Miami would have,
Do you
and
think-
which means LeBron would have still been LeBron.
So are you saying that he would have had the same situation in New York?
He didn't meet with New York.
Yes, he did.
He didn't meet with New York.
Yes, he
LeBron met with New Jersey, New York, the Bulls, and Derrick Rose dropped the ball because Derrick Rose didn't return his call.
And Derrick Rose wasn't trying to recruit.
He could have won with Derrick Rose. He met with the Clippers, could have did it with the Clippers,
I think he was just on a traveling spree.
and he met with the
What?
Miami Heat.
So think if he goes, who was in the Clippers? That was Chris Paul and Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Live
Back
City.
then, was it?
Live City.
Clippers in 2010.
I just feel like LeBron should have answered that a little bit better.
Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Eric Gordon, Lou Williams, Eric Bledsoe. Oh, they could have. Baron Davis. Baron Davis would have had a title had they signed LeBron. Corey Maggette, Elton Brand, Matt Barnes.
Yeah, they would.
Oh yeah, they would have won a
Wait,
championship.
wait. Mo Williams.
Mo Williams. This mother-
Chicago was a really good team.
Ron Butler.
Chicago was a really good team. They couldn't get over to LeBron. They couldn't get over it.
They could. Well,
And
because Derrick Rose didn't return his call.
And Derrick Rose wasn't trying to recruit.
He should have.
He shouldn't have. If I can't
He
beat
would
it,
have
my
had
position-
Imagine that lineup with LeBron James and Derrick Rose in it.
Well, LeBron's career would have been more tarnished because Derrick Rose would have been hurt and LeBron wouldn't have been. It'd have been a Cleveland situation.
But if Derrick Rose didn't have to do as much, he probably wouldn't have got hurt
Maybe.
with a LeBron
Yeah,
James.
yeah, that's a good point.
He was in the same boat as LeBron.
He
He was
was.
playing with a bunch of.
So
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
keep calling them scrubs.
so I'm gonna agree. With
I gotta
Kesey.
find a new word.
I'm gonna agree with Kesey to this point. LeBron, and I'm gonna agree with you. LeBron would have been LeBron the player on any team, but he wouldn't have been a champion. I'll give you that. I would agree. Except the Spurs.
That's my whole point.
Except the Spurs.
That's my whole
He
point.
would have been a championship on a couple other teams too, but probably
Of the ones he met with, maybe the Clippers. Maybe the Clippers.
who did New York have that year? Because I think that was the year New York was stacked.
was that Carmelo's year.
That was Carmelo and
that
Amari
was-
Stoudemire them year.
That was Carmelo and Amari Stoudemire. Yeah, that was the Stoudemire.
Who did they have as their guards then?
They might have had
we about to find out now.
Felton.
Felton.
And,
they had Carmelo. They had Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had Wilson Chandler, Raymond
Oh, yeah.
Felton, Danilo Gallinari in his prime.
I don't.
Gallinari was a baller then.
Yeah, they had Amari Stoudemire toward the end of his career. They had Tony Douglas. They had a decent roster that could have made some noise. But here's the problem. I think, and this is just me, I think in their prime, Melo and LeBron together would have been a lot worse than Wade and LeBron together.
What do you
I
mean?
don't think Carmelo and LeBron in their primes would have meshed well together. Because
they play the same.
they're the
position.
same. They play the same type of game, except for LeBron plays defense.
No, they do not play the same type of game.
LeBron
Because
plays.
for one,
LeBron plays
Carmelo
point
doesn't
guard.
make anyone better around him.
He doesn't. But
Carmelo-
I'm talking about in terms of Melo likes the ball.
I'm gonna take you like this. Think of it like this: with an elite shooter like Carmelo was at that point, imagine being able to kick the ball out to a Melo.
Yeah.
But you also got a Mari Stoudemire slashing, and you got a Chauncey Billups up top,
Mhm.
and you got a backup defensive guard like Raymond Felton.
So you're saying he could have did it with New York too?
There's a possibility he could have done something decent with New York.
I
There wasn't no the people you're talking about is not no scrubs.
No, they're not. I just don't think
Because that Cleveland roster, nobody that he played with stayed in Cleveland after he left.
Well, and they were a lottery. Well, and they were a lottery team. They stayed, but they were a lottery team every year until he came back. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's very true. I guess
Even with Kyrie Irving coming in, they
My
still were a
point-
lottery
They
team.
had 3 number 1 draft picks after LeBron left.
my point was
Anthony Bennett,
Don't even bring that name.
Kyrie Irving,
and Wiggins.
and Andrew Wiggins.
My point is that like I said before, without Miami, LeBron James not a winner. He's just a great player. He's just one of the
He's not a
best.
champion.
He's not a winner. So
He is a winner. He had winning seasons. He's not a champion.
You
You,
know what
can
I'm-
say that. There's a possibility he wouldn't be an NBA champion.
I don't care what you're doing regular season. What are you doing when it's playoff time? When it's go time, what are you doing? And you notice what it is. Like Kobe Bryant. Hold on.
But-
Kobe Bryant chasing Michael
but
Jordan
listen.
it wasn't a coincidence.
But listen to this.
It wasn't a coincidence. And LeBron, much as he want to shake it off and not play it, he was chasing Mike too.
But what if
You chasing Mike for a
but-
reason because
but-
he's a winner.
But if was a fifth, y'all be.
You're right. And that's this whole conversation.
Drinking my water.
That's this whole conversation.
And at the end of the day, regardless of what anybody say,
Here we go.
LeBron James would have been LeBron James, as he said
He
in
wouldn't
his
have been
comment.
he wouldn't have been no champion. No, we'll talk about next week.
It wasn't nothing about his comments said I would have been an NBA champion, regardless of where I
He
went.
said my career would have been my career.
My career would have been my
It
career.
would've.
So-
It would have been his career.
Let me ask you a question. No, I want you to hold off. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to hold off. Dre,
Yes.
take away the 2 championships from Miami. Let's say LeBron has a championship in Cleveland. Let's say he has one in the Los Angeles Lakers. Are you still considering him one of
Second best player of all time?
yes?
One title? No. No. Or no.
Okay, that's all.
Who would be better then?
Kobe.
Kobe. Magic. I'm just giving you names if it was just one title. Kobe.
Before LeBron
Magic.
James even won a title in Miami,
Same
he
question.
was already considered the number 2.
What was his?
Think about it. That
Hold on.
debate,
He was the second coming.
that debate had already started before he even went to Miami.
What?
In fact, they
Hold
were
on.
calling him the next, and they predicted before LeBron started joining teams, they predicted him being the greatest ever.
Now hold on a second though. Stop there right there. What was the thing that LeBron James will always hear? You know, LeBron James, you're one of the greatest players to almost step on the floor, but you can't win a championship.
Yeah.
So what's up with that? And he didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
So Miami shut
In
everybody
fact,
up.
when
Miami
he
shut everybody
won-
up.
When
So
he
let me-
won the title,
But
his
that doesn't-
first press conference, you remember what he said?
Yeah,
What did he say?
I forgot.
It's about time.
Yeah. But my question for you, Kesey, again, without the Miami championships, you're looking at 1, maybe 2.
So people can shut up. That's what it was all about.
What you mean? So people can
'Cause
shut up?
LeBron was LeBron.
No, why you
At the
saying
end of the
people
day.
can shut up? So like they
'Cause
wrong.
the only thing that people can hold over LeBron's head was the championship.
That's
There was not
what it's
another
all
thing.
about.
There was nothing else on the planet that
That's
dude
what
couldn't
it's all
do
about. That's what
or
it's all
didn't
about.
have that people could hold over his head.
That's
People
all it's
called
about.
him too passive. People said he was too passive. People said he wasn't clutch. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just telling you what people were saying. Even when he won the title, he wasn't clutch. He would pass the ball out. And
Y'all saying it like they wrong.
I always thought LeBron was clutch. I
He
never.
has made a lot of clutch shots.
He's made a lot of
But
clutch
people
shots.
fail to realize is everybody's not a selfish person, and everybody doesn't have to be selfish to be a great player. Everybody know Jordan was selfish. That's why he was as good as he was. And everybody's not a selfish player.
You know
Kobe
what-
Bryant
you
and
go with
Kobe
that,
Bryant
Ryan?
and Kobe Bryant had that same mentality, that selfishness.
Because I'm the man.
Hold up. And to
I'm the man.
to correctly say what LeBron said, you dang right, I would still be the same dominant player. I'm chosen. Ain't nothing changing that. Maybe less rings, but dominant from start to finish.
I'll take that.
I said what he said was correct. I don't know why everybody took what he said and ran with it like He
I
said,
agree.
We're the media.
you some
You're
filthy
on that
animal.
Stephen A side of the media.
Yeah.
I agree 150% with everything y'all both say. Y'all have some very compelling arguments here, but I think because of people are afraid of greatness, people are afraid of people surpassing their greatness. Because you know what? Greats don't comment on what other greats are doing. When you think about the presidency, right? Up until Trump, presidents never criticize other presidents until their first year.
Were you around for Obama?
President George W. Bush never criticized Barack Obama, not once. Bill Clinton never criticized George W. Bush when he was in office in that first term, not once. Obama didn't even criticize Trump in that first year, not once. When people start seeing that LeBron was close to surpassing Jordan in the argument, then people start talking. Even Michael never, ever talked about people surpassing him until LeBron got in the conversation. Never. Why? Because we are protective of our favorites' legacies. GOATs are protectives. And let's be honest with you. Let's be honest with it. If LeBron had 6 titles, we wouldn't even be talking about if he's greater than Mike. We wouldn't even be talking about it.
Real quick.
And I'm a Michael Jordan guy.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing about that. You're right. My thing about that is you're right, because what if anything, those 6 rings mean something. We haven't seen something like that since, I don't know, Bill Russell. So when you say I got 6 and then well, I gotta check. I want to be better than him, so I'm chasing him. I mean, Kobe was chasing him for a reason. So LeBron to be like, well, I'm one of the greatest players ever, but you ain't got no rings. I don't care how dominant you've been. You haven't had no rings. I mean, you can't close the door. I mean, you can't get what these other players have done.
But there's so many other players that got more rings than Jordan that aren't in that cat that aren't
and
even,
you're right.
that aren't
Oh,
even in the
you're
discussion. Right. And that's what bothers me is because Bill Russell has how many rings?
Like 11.
And he's still not in that category of GOAT.
Depends on who you're talking to.
And he got nobody.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Nobody.
Depends on who you're talking
to.
No, I'm serious.
Nobody.
Depends on who you're talking to. Stephen A is around our age. He watched Jordan play. Somebody who's older than Stephen A would be like, well, did you see Bill Russell play? And we'd be like, no, we didn't have black and white TVs back then. So
nobody, I don't care who you put on the mic. Nobody who watched Jordan and watched Bill Russell is going to say Bill Russell was a better player than Michael Jordan.
Nobody.
And I don't care what you say.
Because
I don't care how you put it.
How many rings he has.
How many rings he has. He's not in a GOAT conversation because he's not a GOAT.
He's not even in a top 10
Some people, hold on a second. Time out. Don't do that.
He's not.
No, hold on a second.
Moses Malone scored 100 points, and they still don't put him in the GOAT.
It wasn't Moses Malone, but that's good too.
I mean, Wilt Chamberlain. You know what I meant to say.
I know,
but
he the one that called you out on it.
Maybe.
Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game,
and
he's still not in the GOAT conversation.
It was 100 points and 300 women.
When you talk about, you need Jesus, bro. You need Jesus.
He did it. Shoot.
But I'm just saying.
Hold on, talk about real quick. This is the third week in a row, Dre.
No, man.
You was on a wild streak. Last week it was the weed. This week it's Wilt Chamberlain. You on a wild streak.
I'm starting to question if
that's Ice Mountain over there.
Exactly. He talking about he on a three. He on a wild. Anyways, the point I'm making is this.
You stupid.
When you talk about and then you're right. We
done turned the hat to the back
because he's wild. Because he's wilding.
He on one.
He wilding. He wilding. So my thing is, as far as like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Bill, Larry Bird, like when you talk about these guys who LeBron James or Michael Jordan are probably better than, I think that it depends on who you're talking to.
But that's my hold on. But
the loudest mouths are gonna have
the
Michael Jordan, LeBron James conversation.
The 80s, nobody touched the finals outside of Boston and LA.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about that. Don't forget Jordan came in at 84.
No one's talking
but 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. He didn't touch the finals.
What's your point?
Because of Bird and Magic. But nobody's saying putting them in the GOAT category.
Because not LeBron.
Because like he said, because people are so stuck on who their favorite is automatically, and they're stuck in their ways of who they think is their favorite, like Stephen A.
But
they're so stubborn. Nobody ever came along and they wanted to put a real battle of GOAT until LeBron James touched the court.
That's it.
Hold on a second. Time out. Because
nobody, you can't even tell me one person was even challenging Michael Jordan.
Not even Magic.
Not
even Bird.
You know why? Do you know why though?
Because everybody that they prophesied.
It did not even mention. Don't even forget how the Detroit Pistons used to put their foot in his neck for 6 straight years.
And hold on a second.
I'm just saying. And they literally put their foot in his neck.
Yeah, you're right. But hold on a second.
Literally.
So the point is this though. When Michael Jordan figured it out, you couldn't stop him. That's the point.
But it took time to figure it out though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then why LeBron is not entitled to that to figure it out?
Because LeBron has been challenged and he's failed. What are you talking about?
It took Michael 7 years.
What's his record in the finals?
Let me finish this.
What's his record in the finals?
Oh, proudly 6-0, undefeated.
What's LeBron's record in the finals?
Think about what you said.
That's the point.
But think about what you said. The first 7 years,
6,
first 7 years, he didn't even touch the finals.
Okay.
LeBron touched the final in his first 7.
Okay.
He got a taste.
And failed.
With some scrubs.
It failed.
With some scrubs.
It failed.
No, the scrubs failed him.
Did they or did he fail? Because Jordan refused to let them fail him.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Like, what are you talking about here?
Yeah, Jordan got his rings when Isaiah Thomas and them was old,
Mm-mm.
when Larry Bird was old,
Don't do
When-
that. Don't do
when-
that.
when Magic and them got older.
Don't do that.
Because
don't do
in
that.
the 80s,
Mm-mm.
let me finish before you me.
No, because you're wrong.
What?
Magic, he beat Magic in the finals to get the title. He beat Isaiah Thomas in the conference finals.
Can I finish saying what I was saying?
Say what you're gonna say. You've been talking for 20 minutes.
I didn't.
I was on your team.
I said what I said. So you done threw my whole thing off.
Oh, I
I'm
threw it
sorry.
off.
Could
You
y'all
gonna
keep
blame it on me?
because y'all he didn't interrupted all day.
I
So,
was saying you blaming it on me. You were
but
talking about Jordan not getting it done in 7 years and LeBron having it to the
I'm
finals.
just saying. Before it took him 7 years. Them players had already put on some years on their miles on their body.
Mhm.
Before that, Jordan reached year 7, right?
Mhm.
They had been in the league how many years before Jordan?
A couple,
Several years, right?
several. Jordan's 84. Magic was what? 81?
3?
No, 79, right?
No.
Magic
Bird
had
was-
some years.
Bird and Magic were like 79, 80.
Magic had some years.
Bird and Magic, either way it go, because his first one was 91,
His first championship was 91.
Transfer 91.
84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90.
79 was Magic, yeah.
79?
Yeah.
What year was Bird?
I would probably say
78?
no, because Bird played. Didn't
So
Bird
Jordan didn't get his
play when they
first
went to,
ring
like, 8
until
Larry Bird was
Magic was
78.
in year 12 of his career.
78.
78?
Jordan didn't get a ring until Magic was in year 12
Keith,
of his career,
Keith,
right?
Keith, what's your point?
Because they owned his ass until then. That's what I'm saying.
So I think the other part of this is
Go ahead.
before LeBron.
Because tell me hold on, before you go on, tell me after Magic and Bird, tell me anybody else you could talk about that was in the category of them with Jordan.
So two things I want to ask.
After the 90s, starting 1990, tell me one person who was in the category with Jordan, Bird, and Magic.
For those of y'all that are still listening on the podcast and TV, we thank you. But because this is a little longer episode, but the reason that they're also hard on LeBron, because you have to remember, up until Bron, every player christened the next Michael Jordan did what? Failed.
Yeah, true.
Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady. Who else did they call? What's that boy from Miami? They were calling him the next Michael.
Harold Miner?
Harold Miner. They were calling Harold Miner the next
He was
Michael.
boy at it.
Yeah, they did.
No, because he was supposedly an explosive guard. So what I'm saying is LeBron was the first player that had to actually, he came close to Michael in terms of popularity, in terms of changing the game, in terms of being the all-around best. But the other part we have to remember is LeBron is now in a big-time social media world. There was no social media world in Michael Jordan's era.
Yeah.
The second thing, ask Jim Rome why Michael Jordan won't talk to him. Ask the dude from the Chicago Tribune why Michael Jordan don't talk to him. Okay? LeBron can't do that. LeBron to do that today and get fined.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
You know why
Oh,
they don't talk about
absolutely.
Jordan?
Here we go.
Because Jordan refused to give them another interview if they said another bad word about him
Here we
in the
go.
newspaper.
I'm
That's
just-
what happened. It's the truth.
That is the truth. I just know
We're
that.
spitting the fact. The
I just know
diehard
that.
Jordan fans spit that out first.
He said LeBron didn't have a fair chance to figure it out. Jordan did.
Because of social media. You said it.
And us.
So like I said before,
Right? Did LeBron have a fair chance of figuring it out, Zeke?
Yeah.
18
Once-
from high school, Zeke?
No, hold on a second. Time out. When you go to the NBA finals,
Jordan went to college.
when you go to the
And do you
NBA,
remember who Jordan played for in
when
college?
you go to the NBA finals,
North Carolina.
yeah.
And who was the coach?
Dean
All-time
Smith.
great.
Dean Smith.
All-time great.
Is it
yeah.
Dean Smith?
He got to play under a Hall of Famer coach.
So
His
like I said,
freshman year.
And Phil Jackson.
nobody told LeBron to come out early. The point I'm making is this.
Money did.
There you
He's a
go.
billionaire now.
Well, hey,
He wasn't built for
congratulations.
college.
So my thing is this.
I told you Miami was his college years to me.
My thing is this.
To
when
me,
you talk
those
about
is college.
when you talk about unfair, that sounds like some Rich Paul talk. No one told you to come out when you wanted to come out. You wanted to do that because your circumstances or whatever the case may be. We're talking about what happened. The fact of the matter is fact. The facts of the matter is LeBron James made it to the NBA Finals. Once you show us you can make it to the NBA Finals and you lose, we have the right to criticize you, especially when you're next coming to Jesus. So don't. And when you say, "Well, yeah, I brought a bunch of scrubs," they didn't come up to the. Well, you brought them here. Take them to glory. Don't bring them to the altar and walk away. Bring them all the way to glory.
So then put that on Giannis.
So
then.
when it is on Giannis a little bit, but that's a whole other subject for another day. When you talk about Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. LeBron James is 4-9, and y'all 4-6. And y'all talk about, well, at least he made it.
Put that on the Mamba too, because the Mamba took some scrubs to the final and they lost.
But he has 5, and he was chasing Jordan. It's cool to chase.
He has 5 with the most dominant big man ever. That is
in
not a fair
NBA
argument.
history.
He has 2 with the most dominant big man ever.
He has 3.
3.
3?
He has 3.
Okay, he has 3, and he has 2 more with Paul Gasol.
Who was the top big man of that?
I'm so sick of him, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Bro, what? Paul Gasol
Okay,
was one of
let
the
me-
top
okay,
players.
First of all,
And tell you how dominant Shaq
We're not
was.
gonna do that.
Shaq was at the
We're not
end of
gonna
his
do that.
career.
Wrap yourself up.
We should wrap this up. We gotta get to the. We gotta get to the Bucks because I'm
This
not.
will be a marathon.
This would be a
dealing with
exactly
you.
dealing with me. Don't act like.
You're acting
Oh,
like Kobe didn't have a easy pathway to the finals.
Stop it.
With Shaq, he did. Definitely with Shaq.
Bro.
No
With
Shaq,
Shaq?
he don't win 3.
Bro.
Shaq, fine.
Right? No Shaq, he's 3 rings
And
down.
what happened? Kobe was like, "Hey, it's either me or Shaq."
Because Shaq put the play.
It's
Shaq-
either me or Shaq. They chose him, and he was like, "Well, I can do this without Shaq," and he did it twice.
with the
With a superstar in Paul Gasol.
One of the
about
most-
superstar, but go ahead.
probably
Look
1-2
again.
best
Go
big
off.
man from European basketball.
Oh God, here we go. This is
He's a Hall of Famer.
A long Vlade Divac.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He is.
Paul Gasol was.
He is.
I'm not even going
Paul
to.
Gasol was a
Have you
killer.
seen what he was doing in Memphis before he got there?
You know who Paul Gasol would have been without Kobe? His brother.
And you act
No.
like his brother was a scrub.
I didn't say his brother was scrub. I said he would have been his brother. When did his brother win the championship? Thank you. When he went to Toronto, that's when he won a championship. Don't act like Paul Gasol was out here doing it by himself.
He was killing in Memphis. Go look
He
at
would have
that.
been his
Go look it
brother
up.
without Kobe. He
What
would have
I'm
been his
saying
brother.
is-
He would have been his
What
brother.
I'm saying is, people are giving Kobe a pass, but we forget that Kobe. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Kobe demanded the trade when they were losing after Shaq left. He demanded a trade,
He didn't get it,
and Jenny Buss said, "I'm not trading you."
but we'll make it happen.
And the NBA handed him
I
Paul
won't.
Gasol. They traded him for his
Oh
brother,
yeah. I forgot about that.
his rookie brother. They handed Kobe Paul Gasol. And Paul Gasol was a walking double-double every year he was with the Lakers. And they brought in a young Andrew Bynum.
So
And
look
they
at-
had Big Shot Ori.
so
And they
yeah.
had a young Rick Fox. And they had a young Derek Fisher.
a young Rick Fox.
No, Rick Fox was a bucket. You
So
can say
anyway,
what you want.
He's nice.
Stud.
He's
Rick
not a Hall
Fox.
of
He's in
Famer.
that same
Fuck.
category
He's
with
not a
like
Hall of
He
Famer.
shouldn't be.
he's in that
That don't
same
mean he wasn't a bucket.
he's in that same category with like Sean Marion.
You know what? Let's do it.
You
We're gonna
know,
do some Bucks talk. We're gonna get up out of here. This is a
Shoot.
long episode.
There's a lot of buckets that shouldn't be Hall of Famers.
Anyways, Bucks talk.
Jeez.
Without Damian Lillard, the Bucks are now 0-2, lost to Indiana, Orlando Magic. Should this team be better constructed? Should we be looking?
It seems to be better coached. I don't see a whole lot of coaching going on. I've been to 3 or 4 games and I've watched 2 or 3.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I don't see a lot of coaching.
I'm glad you brought that up. I just want to real quick because I feel like
We have to be patient. It's not time to hit the panic button. But once again, Giannis is being LeBron. Giannis scored 56 points the other night, and we still lost. Why did he have to play so hard? Because Middleton didn't either play.
he didn't show up. He played.
Dame didn't play.
Dame didn't play.
And if that's going to be this season, that championship or bust, we might have to rethink that.
I just want to put this out here real quick. Bud first season with the Bucks, we won 60 games, 60 and 22. We didn't win a championship that year, but it was promised there. Second year, we was 56-17. We didn't win a championship that year, but I get it. The second year, we were
Or you mean?
oh, I'm sorry. The third year, we was 46-26. That year, we won the championship. So my thing is,
Wait, one
Bud
second, I'm sorry.
always showed us.
Last comment. Paul Gasol was taking his team to the playoffs every year with scrubs.
Who said this?
Slaughter.
Slaughter. Hey, guess what?
He was.
He was his brother.
He
would have been his brother without Kobe.
You add him
I
to the
still stick to
Lakers?
I still stick by that.
But go ahead.
But my
He
thing is,
never watched Memphis back then.
I did watch Memphis back then. But I didn't pay attention to him. Why? Nobody did. Thank you. Don't act like I was the only one.
I know why.
I was the only one.
I know why, but I'm not gonna say on the air why.
I'm not gonna go there.
Go ahead.
And you know what I was gonna say.
But my thing is this. I'm not gonna go there. My thing is this. My thing is this. How? Because Kesey, we're gonna stick by your 2025 games. We stick by that to make our predictions to see what the Bucks are at. I'm just saying, going along with the coach theory. When Terry Stout left, I don't know, man. I just feel like he out there. He not really coaching. He just throwing some stuff out there. Okay, y'all, let's guard you the best player on our team. Guard the best player on their team. We don't have Dame. Put in this lineup. See what they do. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is maybe we shouldn't have threw away Bud so quickly.
Yeah. No, for real. Real talk. I told y'all from the beginning.
Maybe we did a better bench.
I didn't really like the hire of Griff. I thought that because Giannis is at a point in his career where you need a seasoned coach. You need someone that knows the game. Then you're bringing in Dame. The thing, and I'm not worried, but what concerns me is last season the Bucks were fourth defensively. Now we're 24.
But we only in game 8.
We're in game 10.
I'm just saying that stat came out before game 10. That stat came out after like game 5, maybe 6.
Much hasn't changed.
But
It is not getting any better.
But Boston has got the same point guard, and they in the same boat as us as far as wins and losses.
no, they're
No.
not. They lost 2 games. Boston 72.
Hey, here's another interesting.
No, they just lost another game.
They just lost another game.
Okay.
No, they won that game.
They lost another one. So here's the thing, though.
They lost 2.
Drew Holiday, I still don't see that it fits well over there for him because his numbers. Have y'all seen his numbers?
Nuh-uh.
He don't have to though. That's the point. Like Drew, you over here for defensive assignments. I'm gonna score
And that's
30. Jalen Brown's
But
gonna
he's
score
at
25.
this time in his career, that's not what he wants to do right now.
Celtics are 7-2. They
Yeah, that's what I
lost 2
figured.
games.
They lost 2 games. Real quick, Philadelphia only lost 1 game. It was to us, and we barely beat them. Just want to put that out there.
I said that last week.
So
And we're still above 500.
we are still a
New coach and a new superstar.
And again, I don't.
And I get it, Slaughter. I feel a comment coming in the back of my. I get it. Miami started off slow. The Lakers I get it. Don't sit here and act like you're not worried. Now I got to speak it directly to you.
Well,
Don't act like you're not
well,
worried.
he's a Chicago fan. He's a Bulls fan.
He's a what?
He's a Bulls fan.
Okay, we should have been stopped talking to him a long time ago. Slaughter, you're banned you're banned for at least 2 weeks. You a Chicago fan? All right, let's wrap it
He's a
up here.
Bulls fan.
We've been taking you
know who should be hitting the panic button right now?
who?
The Clippers.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that next week.
yeah.
But this has been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke.
Your boy Dre.
And your boy Keys.
You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Don't look at our TikTok. Don't look at it, but it's just TikTok. You can catch us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.
94 feet nation, baby.